Just can't do anymore.
I held it up for a minute.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's a story of a different time.
Welcome to the pre-show vamp.
Yes.
Like to do the Batusi?
I need
wanna have a
to
vampire
take an
character.
image of something.
Who's good at playing the piano while talking?
Oh, come on. Bluetooth headphones, don't screw up.
When we want to do
vampire-
that.
do
Brother
that.
George.
Hey, how is everybody doing tonight?
It's a vampire.
It's a
Does that
vampire.
count from Sesame Street?
Well, it could be.
This. All my vampire characters sound like the Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I wish my brother George was here.
That's a joke for the 50-somethings in the viewing
I
audience.
get it.
I didn't get a bingo sheet done today because I was a little busy.
It's almost like you have a billion things to do.
My
I saw 6 clients, ran a summer camp for 6 kids, and then had to take care of small humans. So
God, that's incredible. You're amazing, Megan.
Yeah.
okay, so it's quick story time since it's pre-stream and we don't have anybody here yet.
I think we've got one person.
We have one person.
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs!
Well,
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
Oh,
Streamlabs.
But hello, we actually have a human. But while on vacation, I went canoeing with my youngest, and the wind started pushing the canoe, so I was having a hard time getting it back to where we are, and so I was kind of going off to the one side to get back to where we came from, and my youngest is looking at me like, "Mommy, our humans are over there. Why are we going this way? Our humans are back that way."
That's so funny.
Wait a minute. Our humans?
Our humans.
Is there something you're not telling us about alien DNA? I'm just saying.
I don't know. My 4-year-old though is our humans are back this way.
Mebs, our carbon-based life forms are on the other
Yep.
side. Mebs.
what's the noise that like in cartoons? It was like a.
She does walk around pretending to be a robot every now and then, going, "I am a robot. I will kill you." So
No.
Wait, what?
No. We try to teach her about the ways of the Doctor.
yes. Actually, that's the next fandom I need to introduce them to. They are playing Minecraft now, which I'm very excited with.
Okay. Make them watch what we do here, and we can
Yeah.
teach them to the idea that fezzes are cool.
Oh, yeah. Of course they're cool.
And bow ties.
Yes.
You know, I'm not sure if I know you, but your fez is familiar.
And an Austin Powers reference.
Yeah.
That's a two.
We're already in
Already.
the
If we got a bingo card, they already have several squares.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Right, Gemhammer.
Wandering Shrink, Gemhammer.
Oh, we got a ton of
What's up, people?
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Well, it is officially 9, so we can kick off the Welcome to Critical Role. We are here. I'm so excited to have you guys back. I'm so excited for this game.
It's been
So are
forever.
we.
It has been
Tonight,
forever.
Megan kills us all.
Yes. No.
No!
Gemhammer, again, give us promise.
Maybe.
Welcome to the climactic conclusion of Clinical Role.
Yeah.
Find out that the whole party will die. Darn. I mean,
Uh,
not heard it.
Sorry, Streamlabs. Okay, so a quick technical note. Streamlabs is putting up some old stuff. Sven takes care of Streamlabs. Sven's working until 10 p.m. tonight Eastern, so I'm producing and setting things up. Don't know how to go fix Streamlabs, so Streamlabs will be out of date tonight. That's for a little while.
It's like
Let's come in.
old commercial. It's totally cool.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah. Then you call the number, you're like, man,
Everything's, this is fine. Everything's fine.
everything's fine, no worries.
No, nothing to see here.
This is a horse with a different color. Wait, sorry, wrong context. Sorry. No.
Yeah. We did Wizard of Oz a couple sessions ago.
We did. You did.
Yes, we found the yellow rock.
Yeah, we got that sweet Photoshop picture.
Oh my gosh,
Did
that was amazing.
That was amazing.
The lollipop guild. The lollipop guild. Well done.
That was good.
Hello, dear. Wandering Shrink and Chad. Hello, everybody. Welcome,
Good to
welcome.
see you all again.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's so good seeing everybody.
Thank you, Scummy.
Mr. Emmanuel.
Mom.
Monster
Nice.
Manual.
Monster
This is
Manual.
fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Oh, this is fine.
It's fine. It's
Fine.
fine. It's great. It's fine.
Totally fine.
Fine.
Everything's fine.
Totally fine.
Guys, so welcome to the stream tonight. I'm really excited to be back because we are celebrating being back, and this game is the culmination of a few years of prep work for you guys. So, like, I'm wanting us to dive in really quickly. We are going to be giving away a deck of all the things from Gemhammer and Sons.
Woo, Gemhammer.
This is a big deal deck because this is a big deal game. There will be a promotional code, but I'm going to be a little sneaky about this. Promotional code and stuff is coming at the break.
Oh, that is sneaky.
Ooh, that's a teaser.
Gotta
You
say
guys are going to have to actually watch the stream.
You are going to have to watch.
My
But this
everybody.
is an awesome deck. Going to be hopefully running a one-shot before the end of the year using the deck. And the early thought is it's going to be some sort of charity promotional event, and every X number of dollars that is donated, a card will be pulled from the deck.
Wow.
Let's do that.
That can be pretty
Talking
good.
about trying to do that.
This one will break a game completely.
Let's do it.
To see if we
I'm in favor of the idea.
The deck of wonder at Gen Con, and
It basically turned into that.
it was
Yeah, no,
lots
that's
of
amazing.
zany things happen thanks to Gemhammer and Sons.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
awesome.
Hammer and Sons. Hashtag not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Friends of the show.
Mm.
Friends of the show.
Hashtag Friends of the show.
Friends of the show.
That's really
I think everyone in chat is a friend of the show.
Oh.
They are friends of the show.
Did they
Everyone's
get
amazing.
thumbs up from you, Ed?
No,
No.
Oh, no thumbs up.
Madam.
follow me on Twitter. Then.
Get Adam,
Follow
get Adam and Adam to above 1,000 so they can give epic thumbs up.
I'm 1,003 now.
Oh.
I haven't chosen my person yet.
Monster Manual. Thank
Aw.
Oh, a cheer. Look at the little 100
Cheers. It looks like it does look like sparkles.
That's
I don't understand what that heart is doing.
It's a unit.
All right.
It sparkles.
It's a little
Speak it out.
Not what it looks like.
heart-shaped.
So, one of the things that will happen tonight, since Sven is not here, I am going to keep the chat up during the game, but I probably won't be reacting to it too much just to see if there's any technical notes or things that fly by, because I am producing, so like if sound is off or something weird, I will have to go away from the camera.
It's your responsibility to say something. If something's
Yes.
wrong, see something.
Yeah.
Say something.
Say something.
If you see something, say something.
Help
That
us.
was really-
Help you. Help us.
We should use
Uh,
that.
Use that for something.
No, that's totally
Yeah.
good. We should sell that to somebody. Yeah.
I think the military could use that.
Hmm.
They might for when their video streams are off.
Right. No, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gemhammer, for being amazing supporters of the show.
Yes. Yes, you guys are awesome and help letting us like send
Yes,
love to the
friends of the
community. So,
Yes.
what I'd love to do right now, really quickly though, is to have everybody go around, briefly introduce who you are and who your character is. If we could start, let's start with Rachel,
Oh,
if we may.
hello. I am Dr. Rachel Cowart. I am the research director of Take This, and I play Enkai. She is a water genasi dual spec druid rogue, former pirate captain who has left her ship to come inland and has met up with this ragtag bunch of individuals to fight the good fight.
Right.
All right, and Jack?
So I am Jack Birkenstock Jr. I'm executive director and founder of the Bodana Group. And I play Baron Valdez. He is a ranger who protects the wild and the forest and the wilderness from man, their evils, and their greed. I also fight alongside the Ghost Fang clan.
All right, and we'll start with the bee.
Yeah, follow that.
We'll start with Dr. B. With the B.
Hello, everybody. The B stands for beard.
It is back.
It is. I was going
The
to say.
beard has returned.
I found it. It was
Back
it was
again.
actually under the couch cushion.
Oh.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
check there.
There's
Yeah.
still some chip
I know
crumbs.
it was. Of course, it's the last place I look. But so at any rate, I'm Dr. B. I'm the clinical director of Take This, a wonderful mental health nonprofit that serves the game community, destigmatizing and educating on mental health challenges, as well as mental wellness. And I play Emerald / Dabney due to a mishap with the Deck of Wonders. How many more days in game am I Dabney, not Emerald?
Let's see. It's in the quick information.
Yes, I was cursed or blessed with 25 days, or excuse me, 1 month of being Dabney. Everywhere, everyone thinks my name is Dabney, but he is a monk who began his life as a pickpocket, and coming from an orphanage, he stumbled onto his new family, Baradin and Gragnold, and they have adventured together ever since.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. You have like 22 days left.
22 days.
Scamman, you were so close.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week of Dabney.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The
middle Adam. The week of death.
I'm Adam Johns. I'm one of the 2 executive directors of Game to Grow. We're a nonprofit that uses games of all kinds for therapeutic, educational, community growth. We're the creators of the recently successful Critical Core take-home kit. And we run a bunch of groups. Most primarily, we use Dungeons & Dragons to help kids and teens build social skills. I also play Baradin, who is a druid gnome who believes that he's a dwarf, and was raised by a group of dwarves in the forest called the Moonfang Clan. And after the Moonfang Clan was destroyed, Baradin and his brother Gragnold traveled out throughout the land, and have recently come across a resurgence of the Moonfang Clan and are pursuing that resurgence. And Baradin has found out that he is the sort of to become, or is now, the spiritual leader of the Moonfang. That's good.
That was a good
That's
summary.
good.
That
Yeah.
was really good.
Kind of encapsulated like a lot.
Oh,
of stuff.
okay. Well, before we jump into that, we've got some questions from the. So I did meet another Dabney, defeated him in combat. I am now the one true Dabney. We'll get into that. But he is now Dabney because he drank a potion of wonder, and due to the random effects, thank you, Gemhammer and Sons. Everybody everywhere now thinks Emerald is Dabney. It's wacky.
He's right. We all think Emerald is
Mhm.
It is dead.
It is Dabney.
And
dead.
until 22 more days pass. My name is Adam Davis. I'm the other executive director of Game to Grow. I play Gragnold, the avatar of the moon, the current chief of the Moonfang clan, or the Ghost Fang clan, as it is now named, because the Moonfang clan was all wiped out by an attack on Driders, and Gragnold has been hot on the pursuit of vengeance to decapitate the enemies of the Moonfang clan, and I'm hot under my collar for decapitation. So that is that's me, Gragnold.
Gragnold.
Hot under the collar.
He's so hot right now.
But you don't even have a collar.
So hot.
That's how
Yeah.
hot he is. He burned the collar away.
Yeah, and the shirt too.
Mine.
Boom,
The
cheese.
rest of the shirt.
Yep.
And a little patch of hair.
And I am Dr. Megan Connell, your dungeon master here. I am the co-founder of Geeks Like Us, the channel that this is appearing on. I'm also a therapeutic dungeon master and psychologist, and do lots of other things. And I write and run this game. So.
For
And
which
tonight,
we are eternally grateful. Wonderful GM that you are.
Our spectacular.
yes, thank you.
Yes.
And tonight I am producing for the first hour as well. So hopefully, Imim Sven will be coming in, and he is our regular producer and has set up everything so it looks nice on the stream and made it so it wasn't too hard for me to click all the buttons and make it go live and hit the record button and all of that good stuff. So
It's good.
thank him. Music tonight will be from Tabletop Audio. They provide free music looping, 10-minute music tracks that you can use, and they also have a really cool sound pad that you can use for games where you get like sounds of explosions and arrows hitting and stuff like that. So check them out. And maps tonight you will see were made using the program Flowscape. It's about to go live on Steam, so you can set it up and put it in your wish list. It's awesome. The developer of the program is absolutely amazing, and this latest update allows you to import your own 3D images into it to put into the system, so it's really cool and super customizable and stuff. So
If I
check it out.
capture myself, can I put myself into the?
Theoretically, yeah, you have to do it as a whatever type of file. I don't know. It's like some sort of file, and yeah.
A model A might be model B.
Oh! Oh, and on that particular note, we will jump into the game. So the players will not be able to see chat while we play. I will, like I said, keep an eye on it, mostly for just letting me know if there's technical difficulties or something, so I can run into the other room and fix that. But on that, let's get back into things. And so, if we can, have a recap.
All right, how am I doing this recap, gang?
Very careful.
Very
I don't
carefully.
know. You're wearing a fez. I feel like.
Fez. Do you have a character for the Swedish? Swedish.
Swedish chef in a fez.
The Count from Sesame Street.
What? So what's this? No one would understand.
Pretty
recap, but
drawing
I so
priestess.
what's this?
Randy Beard is the Baron with the assassination.
Oh.
I mean,
Well, I have a beard again. We could bring back Lord Topperbottom.
I think Lord Topperbottom would be a great.
Lord Topperbottom, are you out there?
I'll go look for him.
Where did he go? Oh
Can
my
you bring
goodness.
Let him know to come in. Oh, Lord Topperbottom!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
Oh, yes.
Oh, Did you see Adam? He just
Yes, that young rapscallion.
Adam. Oh, okay.
After writing a letter of passage to the Drow refugees, Gragnold, for his letter, chose the letters G and Z. The party makes its way through the Underdark. Using primordial magic, the party transports itself through a vein of ore to emerge in a crystal cave with a hooked horror. Emerald Dabney is attacked by spiders and tries to burn them all with fire, as one does with spiders. The rest of the party is not amused. Coming to a clearing, we see a mushroom farm tended to by drow captives, including the missing Moonfang clan members. Gragnold shows a remarkable degree of restraint and attempts to make friends with the drow using the sharpened side of his axe. Baron defeats the drow priestess with a miraculous arrow shot in a gurgling display of arterial perfection. And she responded with something to the effect of it loses something in the translation.
Trying to put a curse on us.
A Dryder knocks itself out in a hilarious accident involving multiple banana peels. Another is charmed by Zandra, sporting a shiny gauntlet. Emerald/Dabney defeats the holder of that gauntlet and claims it, becoming the one true Dabney. Enkai decapitates another drow, spectacular and cinematic, and we decisively win the battle. Ragnall discovers the Drow possess the ancient Moonfang clan blade, and also discovers his lost love and the missing Moonfang clan priest. Chief. After finding weapons, they arm the captives. In order to hide their actions, Bairden turns into a spider to wrap the Drow in spider silk and make it look like Lolth was displeased. The party must find safety to plan the next move. And that is where we find our party.
That's wonderful. Lord Topperbottom, it touches my heart that you pay such close attention to the stream to be able to recap all the stuff. The only thing that I'm always sad about is Adam Davis never seems to be here whenever you're
He is
here.
never
He
here.
never really gets
Never
a chance
met
to
him.
chat with you, and that makes me so sad. But it's good to see you.
You just missed
Adam
him
Davis,
again!
he was
My
in the
God,
theater.
man!
Okay.
I did. There was somebody with a bag of candy out there though.
Oh,
You didn't take any,
I'm
did
sure
you?
it's safe.
Guys, I just realized I've never seen Adam Davis and Lord Topperbottom in the same room.
I have never seen that either.
I'm stumped. Neither of them wear glasses.
Right? That's usually my go-to.
Yeah.
All right.
So as
Oh,
we
no,
return,
That fantastic recap from Lord Topperbottom.
Yeah, Lord Topperbottom's great. I wish that I'd see him someday.
Only the good boys and girls get to see Lord Topperbottom.
That cold in my stocking.
Oh,
so as you guys regain, I think Bairden, did you do a check just to see how quickly you were able to wrap everybody up?
I feel like I did, but I don't remember the result of it.
Okay. Because I'm not remembering it, and I think you might have as well. Can I just have you roll again, but I'll let you roll with advantage because GM brain farts.
I'm glad I get to roll with advantage. Yeah. What was my roll? What am I adding?
So just add the dex of the spider for this.
Need the spider. Plus 2. Spider.
Oh.
I don't have spider. I don't have the spider. Giant spider.
oh,
How giant is the spider?
What the? Sorry, I was just trying to search on D&D Beyond, not a sponsor, for giant spider, and I just typed in giant, and one of the first things that popped up was
Listen.
giant child.
I got a 19.
What?
Giant child in D&D Beyond?
I don't want that.
I don't
It's
want
a
That's
giant,
creepy.
like a giant species child.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That
Sorry.
sounds like
I thought maybe it was a...
a regular show.
All right, so you got a 19. Yeah, so pretty quickly you're able to wrap up all the bodies, probably doing some bites into them as well to sell the effect of them. Zanra's helping the refugees kind of climb up the side of the wall.
not having any
How-
fun with it.
How would you leave the bodies? Are you going to just like kind of leave them wrapped and strung up on the ground? Or are you going to hang them from the ceiling, or like what would Bairden do?
I'm trying to
for
put
this?
myself in a place of like Lolth.
Get into character.
You're trying to really get into character. I'm picturing Lolth is like sort of like the Wicked Witch of the West, or at least that's how I think Bairden would picture Lolth. So she would
Fair.
she would go, yes. She would say, I string you up, my pretties. Yeah. So I think that's how Bairden thinks of Lolth.
I Emerald / Dabney goes back to hang out with Baron and Enkai and just watches this bemused.
There's a lot of Bairden like wrapping them and then like pausing and then like acting out and then sort of nodding his head and then like proceeding with the
I pull out bits of snacks from wherever I've stashed them in my pockets and I hand them to Baron and Enkai and go, May as well enjoy this.
I don't even make eye contact. I just blindly grab the snack from your hand while I'm watching you.
I also
What if they?
Baradin, like he is not a spider, so he doesn't really think like a spider. So he does like funny stuff, like he'll like hop back and forth sideways like this. Like not how
So kind of crab walking as a spider.
he like does this. Motion sideways.
I'm waiting for
Crab
all of us
style.
to hear a high pitch.
Yeah. Like swing up and like swing in one direction. Yes.
So
I think
as you guys are sitting and watching, one of the humans who was whose honor is kind of leading up the side of the wall is like, that's the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen.
Just you get used to this. Just
Oh, okay.
I never wanted to believe that myself, but he's completely correct.
Uh,
That was a top hat in the cave.
Like using
Ragnar, what are you doing while this is happening?
I think Gragnold is really eager to go finish the killing of the people who deserve to be killed. So I think Gragnold is eagerly waiting with swords still drawn.
What is the sword from the Moonfang clan? Is it a one-handed sword?
Yes.
oh sweet Paylor.
Is it similar in size to Dawn?
No, it's a short sword.
As a short sword.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying, Gragnol. There's this other sword. It's like an important sword.
To talk to me though.
I mean, I don't know.
So
You already have an entire clan talking to you.
You
You really need like another
I
thing.
just need more friends.
You have
I'll say, Gragnol, you do hear Dawn's voice in your head going, patience. Make sure everybody else is safe first, and then more beheadings.
I thought Dawn was going to crush on this other sword.
no. Dawn's pragmatic.
I was trying to have Don and Dabney's sword make friends.
That did not go.
No, they don't
Yeah.
do.
that.
No, they don't.
That is my favorite ship of this whole campaign, by the way.
The sword ship.
The sword ship.
Sparks flew.
I drew a picture of it actually.
Did you?
No, now I have Miss Saigon, like, sun and moon.
Those of you who are just joining us, have you met Lord Baradin?
I drew a picture of it. Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't show. Oh, wait.
But what you don't see is the childlike simplicity that undercuts
It's on the sticky note.
philosophical sophistication, the universality of themes that are conveyed within these two star-crossed swords.
I drew two swords and they have hands sticking out of them and they're grabbing their holding hands.
Oh my god, you need to post that on Twitter.
Yeah, can do it. I'll do that after the stream.
I have let me comment.
Love so many splendid things.
The swords represent both empowerment and death.
It takes about, I'm going to breeze over that, 10 minutes or so to get all of the bodies kind of strung up the way you want to. Gragnol's, you're kind of standing at the entrance. Zandra comes up to you. It's like, there's a hiding place, I think, that might hold everybody. I think it'd be a good place for us to go and make plans for what to do next. If you want to come this way.
Sure.
Follow.
And so, go ahead, everybody, make a
Silk.
Yeah, I see he's done at this point.
Pebble.
Tick.
He has an exoskeleton.
So, everybody, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Thank you, Lord Cthulhu.
Dirty 23
Thank you.
also.
Level up dice.
Oh, nice.
I got a 3.
3.
Oh,
I got
All right. 28. All right. So let's see what this perception is.
Is it more than 3?
Well, it's a group effort here.
Right.
Looking down to the
As you
more people.
as you guys are coming along, a single guard riding atop one of these large lizards comes in, and at first their eyes are drawn to all of the bodies strung up. Baradin, are you still in spider form?
Can they see me right now? We're sort of sneaking. I think I would have stayed in spider form because until we short rest again, I can't shapeshift again. So
Okay, yeah. So as he's coming in, he sees this and he looks back towards the wall, just in time to see Gragnold's leg kind of disappearing. And I'd say, Baradin, you're probably on the ceiling at this point, so you do notice that he's like, "Hey, what's that?" and starts moving forward.
Do I see him?
You probably heard him at that point, but you wouldn't have seen him because you were just kind of going around a bend. But Baradin's, I would say, is still kind of out and could see him if you wanted.
ooh. Can I? He just saw all the bodies up there.
He
but
saw the
didn't-
bodies. He hasn't registered you yet, it seems, because you're probably like in one of the. I imagine like up on the
We
ceiling.
gotta take him down. We gotta take him down quickly,
I'm gonna-
quietly.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna try to do 2 things pretty quick.
Okay.
I want to cut one of the bodies, so it
Okay.
will fall and create a distraction. And then I want to get away so that he doesn't look and see me as the distraction.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't want him to see me and then for it to ruin the whole little thing. So I want to cut the body and then like jump, like
Off. Okay.
or something.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a stealth check using the giant spider stats. Because the cutting is going to break your stealth, but they'll let you
That makes sense.
go and make it again.
20. I rolled 19, so that's 25.
Whew.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So the body comes down. He's like, "What the?" Looking at that, and then kind of looks around again, confused. And you do see him turn his mount around and kind of gallop off.
Is he galloping toward Gragnold and all them, or was
No, actually galloped back the way he came, like towards where the city is.
Some good thinking right there.
we're real close? Real close.
All right, you guys follow. It takes probably the better part because some of the people that you just freed are not moving very quickly, especially like Jacosta's lamed. Something's happened to one of her feet. She's permanently injured and isn't moving very well. You guys climb up though, and through lots of different stealth maneuvers are led into this cave that's up, probably up like 200 feet and overlooking the city. And so you are able to be there. What your first glance of the city of Pavak, it's oddly beautiful. Whatever your characters maybe had in mind for it didn't really prepare you for what you see. There's this soft blue glow around the whole place. So even without dark vision, you can see into it. And there, in the center, there's a large pool filled with seemingly mineral water because of the number of stalactites and stalagmites. Some of them have even come together to make full columns. And one of the things that you could see is these stalactites and stalagmites, by the way, are massive. They are easily, like at the top, probably 10 people would have to have their arms outstretched to circle around them. And you see that in many of them, there are what seem to be dwellings, people living in them. You do also see some homes down towards the bottom. And not too far from where you are, you see this one area with these stone houses that are a little bit more crumbling and falling apart. And one of the indentured servants that you just freed says, "That's where they've been keeping us. It's where the rest are." And you can see off in the distance too, there's like a large place that's got a brighter light. And Zonra would probably have explained this to you guys on your way down, that would be their, essentially like their city center where their government is, the colleges for the mages where the priestesses are trained. And there's a column there that has light on it, and the light changes to denote the time. That's how they tell the passages of time down here.
How many would you estimate are left down there?
At least another 20, 30 of us.
Well, let's get started.
Wait.
No,
And
Baron.
I agree with you. They deserve to pay.
Yes, and they deserve to
Get-
pay the smart way. What are you, Gragnold now?
No, I am very clearly Baron.
You go rushing into danger?
This time I'm willing to make an exception.
How about we don't die in the process?
We haven't died yet.
That is not a good argument.
I can't argue with that logic.
Perhaps we've been spending too much time together.
I think maybe you have.
and,
I'm worried that waiting will only bring about something horrible. We do not like...
Jocasta kind of limps forward, and she has a very commanding presence, but Baron and Gragnold, she's diminished, most certainly, from being down here. She still has a presence about her. She still has this air of authority, but it is lessened. And she looks at you all and she's like, "We have to get the sword back. Get the sword, and then let's get everybody else out and get the hell out of here."
How do you propose we do that?
Where's the sword?
It's being kept in the... She points off towards the center of town, towards one of the stalactites. Or stalactites, sorry.
So the sword that we're looking for is in the center of a large drow citadel filled with how many thousands of drow?
It's not in the citadel, it's in the House of Sinet.
Oh, excuse me.
They collect things.
Well, excuse me. My point still stands. That it is in the middle of a large drow city filled with how many thousands of drow?
Many.
Many thousands of drow. So we're just going to go waltzing through. How high are those walls?
There's not too many walls. Like, you guys are on one of the only walls facing into the city. Most of the rest of it's open out into the Underdark.
Okay.
All right. Well, a couple of thousand. Here we go.
Nope.
No.
Thank you, Enkai.
Baron's on my.
He
Baron
could turn
makes
into
sense.
a spider.
Clearly.
He could turn into a spider.
And crawl into a house and take the sword.
You don't understand. They worship spiders here.
Oh. Don't be. Actually, hold on. On a scale of 1 to 8, which leg was that?
I think it was,
You want to roll a die
I think it
for
was
that?
about, no, I think it was about a 5.
Okay. So it was like the left rear one.
If you could, can you only turn into gigantic spiders, or can you be smaller ones? Does the garment always have to be on you as well? That might be a bit of a giveaway.
What if he were to make a web that covered the garment and made it look like he had kind of a web thingy over him instead.
That might work.
Oh, no! You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Might work.
It might work. I'd be cautious. I had to serve in that house for a time. I can tell you the general layout of it. Are you staying as a giant spider?
Well, I actually can't shapeshift into another spider until we have a short
you guys could short rest. You are in relative safety.
I love a short rest. So if we're going to take a short rest, then yes, I can totally shapeshift out.
Okay. Yeah.
Not have to mime all my conversation as a spider.
What's up, short rest? How you doing?
Sanat is one of the prominent homes in the city. They control the farms. Their house symbol, like all the house symbols of the noble family, it's Lolth at the top with a spider web below, but their spider web has different mushrooms and fish within it. It's the foods that they have provided for the city. Their controlling of the foodstuffs is how they've risen in power. Anyone wearing that symbol would take you directly towards their house.
You think they'll just bring along a big old spider and just be like, "Oh, you seem pretty cool. Come on, have a good time with us in our house."
If you find someone with high rank on them and ride upon their shoulder, I wouldn't go giant. If you can go smaller, like any of the smaller cave spiders that you've seen here, they'll consider that a sign of Loth's favor and want to walk around with you as much as possible. They are always looking for signs of her favor here.
So is this something that he must do alone? Or is there any way that we can aid him?
She kind of looks towards Zanra, in a way. It's like, unless any of you have an ability to become drow or spider, I don't see how.
I can.
What? Oh, you can become a spider.
I can become a spider.
Along with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can become spiders and hold hands.
We could.
Spider buddies!
Better twin powers activate.
I4.
Is it too late to leave?
That's it, I'm out. The home, it's... and she, again, points towards one of the more central stalactites. There's two basic ways to get into it. The first would be the lifts that the servants use. It's a pulley system that will lead you up to the kitchen level and towards the bottom. If you go that way, though, you're going to have a bit of a climb, and I imagine you're not going to move too fast. If you could find one of the members of the family, they levitate themselves up to a balcony that's a floor below, where their temple is, and the level of the temple is also the level where they have their treasures.
I still don't get how we're going to, as pick up, are we capable of carrying this sword as a spider?
Oh, once you shapeshift out, anything you grab shapeshifts with you.
Oh, okay.
That is a useful bit of information.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what happens to all your equipment when you shapeshift. It just blends into your body. Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
And then we shapeshift back into spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Jaunt our way out.
Right. Okay.
Scuttle.
Never shapeshifted into a land creature before.
While I was doing all the wrapping everybody up with webbing, I taught myself the musical number for Lolth the Music. And I perform that as the spider while I'm down there.
The musical. I love it. Webs. It's all
I would very much like to hear Lolth the Musical.
Starts with a full curtain draw, followed by a full cast musical number, really recounting the story of Lowell. And then each person sort of gets a spotlight in that moment. And it sort of goes like, ba, 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 da, ba, ba. It's very upbeat. And then you hear Lowell, and Lowell comes out, and she's like, I'm the best! Sort of like Jesus Christ Superstar kind of combo. And then she's all like, Lowell's the best! Lowell's the best! It's better legs, it's the best, it's the best. It's a lot of the best. We use the best a lot. And then the whole cast comes through, and then we incorporate. So about the midsection happens, and then there's Lolth's going up a water spout, and there's the water comes down and washes Lolth out, and then the sun comes out and dries it all up.
Oh,
And I sort of got conflated with maybe some other stories, but those could be Lolth stories. Why not? And then the end happens. And it's a huge number.
Okay.
And it's like it comes around, and it's all the cast are there, and Lolth just kills them one by one.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes total
and
sense.
then sings a big solo.
Okay.
I think you went full native.
And I'm
I don't actually know that much about Lolth, so
I
It
enjoy
seems
the
like-
fact that this symbolic 8-piece orchestra that you would of course choose.
yeah, absolutely,
Of
yeah,
course, yes.
yeah. You keep it small.
Yeah.
It's better for the travel part of the portion of the show.
Actually, I think it deserves a treatment. It sounds like it has a good basis to me.
Right.
At this point, Jocasta turns over towards Enkai. So, the treasure room.
We're gonna float up to the balcony, and then it's one level above that.
Level up. There's
Yeah.
the temple to Loth, and towards the back of the temple is where they keep the treasures. It's in there somewhere. I know it caused the drow pain whenever they touch the sword, so that they don't have it on display. It'll be in there somewhere. But you should be able to get through as a spider. It won't be hard. Please get our ancestral blade back, and we'll free everybody else and get out of here.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Enkai is not totally on board with this plan because she came to free the people, not to pick up a sword. But she's going along with it. It seems important.
So, Chief Jocasta,
Yes.
what would you propose that the rest of us do during this? Because currently we're letting two of our. You're not a spider anymore.
No, I think you can do the backup dancing. Like,
Oh my god.
I don't think you need to be excluded 100%. Debbie, I'll bet you can sing pretty well.
Mm.
Gragdol, don't you think he's a pretty good singer?
He's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, a side role.
So,
So,
We get
Chief
into-
Jocasta, two things. One, I have some questions about both of their upbringings. But two, there's got to be something that explains a lot. But what do you propose the rest of us do who cannot change ourselves into spiders and camouflage?
we make a battle plan.
I got 2 signs of Wolf's favor.
No, put them away.
Don't
Put them
turn
away.
on the light.
Put them away. Thank you. No. Yes, there we go. No. Put them away. No. Good.
I'll be here.
I know you will. You're reliable. So, in terms of a battle plan, given we're outnumbered, I don't know, 10,000 to 1, how are we making our way in? Do you have any thoughts?
I have some. Some of the others maybe no.
Wait a minute. You said that the source of their power was the control of the food supply, correct?
This particular family, yes.
Ah, damn. I was figuring if there was any way to cause a disruption, perhaps setting up another maneuver to maybe sow the seeds of subterfuge, create a chaos that might make them less able to be conjoined with each other.
Like,
Poison.
like another faction. Everybody's
Yeah.
always got drama going on.
So if we could create and maybe place blame on another family, it might create discord while the sword is being taken.
That is definitely a possibility. I mean, another family has been charged with keeping that particular field we were all just rescued from safe, so.
The dry
Zonra.
that we saw,
Mhm.
what would he do in order to alert everybody? And what would the effects be?
Most likely, whatever family he was from, he'll go and alert them, send somebody else to investigate, and they'll try to spin it. This is an incredibly political city. It's been beyond me to understand. They
So,
are backstabbing each other left and right.
I can get into that.
no, shush, we're listening now. We're asking questions. So, the family that you served, what would be the easiest, softest, most impactful target we could all hit? Not the jugular. Ragnold.
It's an impactful target.
No. Listen, I'm being allegorical here.
I'm listening. Very.
Thank you. What is the softest, most impactful political target or economic target we could hit?
I mean, if you were somehow able to bring down the matron mother of the family, but I wouldn't send you against that.
From probably about 100 yards out, if, Baron has his way.
She is
I'm sorry. What if we were able to place a sign or a symbol back on the bodies that we just left to perhaps lay blame to one of the feuds that's going on in town? That could maybe start because they will come to investigate. It might
Yes.
set Oak's favor.
Baron, hold on. Gragnall is being very patient and is raising his hand. We want to reward this sort of patience.
Reward positive behavior.
Yes.
Spider is a sign that Lolth likes you. What is a sign that she doesn't like you?
Well, a spider killing you. A spider
the
killing you is a pretty good symbol that you're not liked.
Well, I've been saying we should kill them this whole time, but apparently it's not the right way to do it.
You guys, no, you did kill them.
But I want to kill more people.
Yes, we're going to.
We're trying to maximize.
Where did you get that, Gragnold? I'm so sorry, but, Avatar for the Moon. Where did you get that caterpillar from?
It's a long story. It's it helps me focus.
It's really.
There's a lot of talking happening now, and I need to do something with my body. Otherwise, I will get my swords out and go kill a bunch of people.
We call them the wiggle fidgets, and this is how he deals with
it. I now see you on a gigantic inchworm toy from the 70s.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is, Jack. I literally got it in the library.
This was like early. This was like
okay.
Session 2 or 3.
So at least it holds up. Okay. All right. I don't feel strangely. I don't
want
feel
to understand the origin of the caterpillar reference. Go back and watch the early episodes of Clinical Role.
Clinical Role. The early years.
Right. Well, they'll find the uniforms of the other family. Who knows? They might actually go to do battle with them.
That sounds promising.
So we may have already set something into motion unknowingly.
Perhaps.
How can we
I see Zonra's kind of leaning back and cocks her head to the side, looking forward. It's like, if they've been looking for an excuse to go to war, to exterminate that family, that plus a sign of Lolth's favor, such as 2 spiders riding on the shoulder of one of the heads of their house, right up into the temple, might be enough to inspire them to take action.
Mm-hmm. So,
Right.
how would you suggest, being familiar with the intricacies of the political, no pun intended, web of the of this particular city?
Well, Dabney is drooling on. I feel like
Trying to make a real plan.
I feel like
yeah.
How dare you, sir?
That's two. One of us trying to come up with an actual plan.
okay.
Here, and then
Okay.
everybody else is getting impatient.
The plan's too weird, man. It's too weird.
Let's just go in and kill the things.
You know what really makes this the upside down? This one came up with the good plan.
I also can read now.
Knowing truthfully is half the battle.
What's Enkai doing during all of this?
What am I doing? I'm
Yeah.
impatient. I'm probably standing next to Barradin, just like waiting for them to be like, okay, go. I'm
Yeah.
listening. I'm listening.
You get on the caterpillar.
And I would say that, like, at this point, it has been about the time for a short rest. So if you two wanted to start making your way in.
That's what I was thinking. It's going to take a long time with these tiny spider legs.
Brandon says, we've only learned the first couple of steps, but if you
We'll
just
practice.
follow my lead on the dance, it'll be okay.
I'll try.
They can't see much. You're really small, so.
How big of spiders are you?
There's, I don't know, regular spiders?
Rick, are we talking like bird Goliath spiders?
Yeah,
are we
yeah, like-
talking?
Tell us when to stop here.
Yeah, we.
You can go the right direction.
Yeah.
Tiny spiders?
How in the name of Lolth is the head of that family going to triumphantly ride with two spiders astride her that are this big?
Spider, a strider.
Can be Zonra would actually do a small illusion of a spider, but a little bit smaller than a tarantula and not quite as furry. It's like,
Flying squirrel.
Giant brown house spiders are about that size.
yep, yeah, it's about like that.
Well, how about an actual wolf spider?
Wolf spider.
That could be.
Like
Wolf spider.
a North American plains wolf spider.
Then I'm venomous, and they'll all be scared of us too, a little bit.
Wolf spiders
Yep.
are venomous.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
fits your particular idiom.
Hobo spider.
Hobo spider. That is actually a contentious idea. There was one study where they caused necrosis in rabbits, and it's never been replicated.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What if
Really?
They also don't.
spider you turn into
Hobo
a
spiders
flying
do.
squirrel?
Not anyone either. I5.
Brown recluse
I
stone.
think a flying
Oh,
squirrel is the way you should go.
Flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel.
Flying squirrel. What does that have to do with
It's
anything?
the opposite of a spider.
We're trying to
How
be
is
on
a
their
flying
side.
squirrel the opposite of a spider?
Soft instead of hard, and it sort of flies instead of climbs.
No, I'm with them on that part. Greg, threaten them not to be on. You guys are on the other side.
I was thinking if we put a symbol of a flying squirrel,
While they're talking, I'm looking at Baron and just.
it would look like the opposite of wolf.
Zonra comes up to you, and Kai just kind of taps you on the shoulder, gives a little squeeze.
So, Chief Tracosta, so it sounds like a good plan would be for Enkai and Bairden to transform into roughly, 5-inch size spiders. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any particular coloration that would be? Will you shush? I'm talking.
They should just look like natural spiders. They shouldn't have any different coloration.
Well, there's a lot of different species of spiders. Like, what could the coloration? Maybe they're like really bright spiders who are scaring off predators.
What about Lolth spiders?
What in the name of Palor is a Lolth spider?
They're from the musical. They have very sparkly outsides, and they dance in the background.
Sparkly.
All right. So
Sparkle spiders.
I would imagine spiders tell a lot of jokes.
Yes. How did you guess? Yes.
Oh my god!
Jacosta, the coloration of, because this is clearly a very literal, distractible crowd. What kind of
Black.
coloration would
Just
these
go with
five-
like a black or a gray.
Would stripes be appropriate?
I feel like Jacosta's getting exacerbated by you.
Could I just point to a spider nearby? Are there any spiders nearby?
Yeah, there's some spiders
Like
around. Yeah. Yes, like that one.
There we go.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Thank you. There's no ragdoll squirrels.
We gotta put the past behind us.
Ragdoll.
The past behind us, and the past is squirrely.
This is a culmination episode, and we've got a lot of things to culminate.
Did you just go meta?
Including the war with the squirrel.
I mean, just because we're coming
War.
to a point that the story's led to doesn't mean that the story's over. This is just a section that we're.
Ragdoll, listen.
The
And Kai and I,
chipmunks will have their revenge, have no doubt.
Yeah,
I'm sure
not
you
the
can
clip
solve the
episode.
squirrel issue. If anybody can do it, you can do it.
I'm an ambassador.
Oh, sweet mother of Taylor.
All right. Well,
Spider on!
Okay. Baradin. Alright, let's do it.
all right. So you guys transform into spiders.
Can I cast Beast Sense and then
Mhm.
look through Baradin's eyes as he is traveling?
Hello. He has to be within a mile of you for.
It's touch to activate, but then I think it's as long
But then,
as up to an hour.
okay.
I can see through his eyes and hear through his ears.
But Ragdoll has to use an action to basically end the effect.
And the thing. Okay. So you're going to be blind and deaf. Well, what's going on? Okay.
The
Um, So once you two transform, Zanra she actually grabs you two and just kind of whispers like,
I don't even know. I thought we were going to swing down.
yeah. She picks you two up, is like, I'm going to bring you to the edge of the city to make this easier. And puts you each on a shoulder, and she kind of takes off, stealthing across. I'm going to start off with the group in the cave really quickly. So I guess it's only two in the cave who are really active, since Gragdold's now in his trance.
Oh boy.
What would you guys want to know for battle planning and coming up with what to do?
Well, where are the feuding families? Like
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
So what you learn is where a family lives ties to how powerful the families are. The council of the city is ruled by the 8 ruling families, and they live in the. There's actually a cluster of 8 stalactites close to the citadel. The one that that Baradin and Kai are heading towards is not one of those 8. You learn that the Sinet family's in the top 10, but they haven't quite broken into the top rank. But they do live in one of the stalactites, so the stalactite families are the more powerful ones. Those living in stalagmites are lesser families, but they still hold power. Those who have built dwellings are they're so far down on the hierarchy, they're almost seen as not being drow. They're treated incredibly poorly.
Is there any family that she would describe as being, quote unquote, the most hungry or the most desiring to break in, like a family that would do anything to
That would be
chance?
Sanat's one of the ones that is sitting right there. It's basically anybody who's close to getting into that top 8. And you guys would have learned this from Zanra too, that to unseat a family, you have to completely end them. So wars between the different families is fairly common, but it's also outlawed, yet it is done at times. So there's always people vying for power, and there's this very delicate balance of peace. It's an incredibly chaotic side or society, then really difficult to there's a lot of unpredictability to it. One of the things you would get to from Jocasta is her understanding of it is incredibly limited. She knows that the Sanat family are higher up. She knows they're not quite all the way to the top. And what you do, would you guys care much about learning why she was there or anything like that, or wanting to know her story, or just more trying to get just the facts right now?
Her story is going to become extremely important when we're out of danger.
Okay. So, yeah, she doesn't know too much. When Zana returns from dropping off the 2 spider friends, she would fill in a little bit more and say mostly like, I think I know a way that I can create enough of a diversion that once all of the servants are away, you won't be pursued, at least for a while. I can buy you some time.
I need to ask, how exactly are you going to do that?
I can plant some other evidence in one of the houses. I can go in and badly assassinate a few people impersonating other family members.
Will that
create some...
danger?
What would it take for us to pose as servants with you?
I wouldn't risk that. Indentured, and Jocasta looks and she's like, indentured servants can be maimed or hurt for any reason at all. Looking the wrong way, speaking out of turn, speaking brashly. It's dangerous. I mean, if you want to, I guess we could, but I don't know. Look, a lot's changed in the last 10 years, Zanra says, but I know more about this city and these families than any of you. I have the highest likelihood of success with infiltration and assassination.
Zanra, what if you took us along as your servants?
I need to be unseen. The only times I want to be seen are when I'm pretending to be others. I need to get in and get out as fast as possible.
Okay.
You all need to save the ones down there. Jocasta, what is the guard detail like down there? What all is there? And she kind of shakes herself, and Histreet comes over as well. And there's usually 3 or 4 Driders around us, several warriors, always a priestess. Always a priestess. There's several humans down there. A few elves, but the elves don't last long down here. They tend to make their lives as miserable as possible.
Stay put. Got it.
Just be careful.
I'm not there.
And there's...
Yeah, we're not there.
Fully meditated beast, and his eyes rolled back in his head, and he's got this sort of like horrific look on his face. And
What does it look like?
drool coming out of his mouth, like
Like that Bill Hader look when he was that old reporter and he'd zone out for a moment.
I think Baradin also knows that Gragnold casts Beast Sense on him, but doesn't necessarily know when it ends. So that he's like looking around at stuff and being like,
Can you guys talk to in Spider?
I don't know, can we talk to each other in
I
Spider?
mean, I feel like we should be able to.
Yeah, you guys should be able to. Yeah, you guys could communicate with each other.
What does Spider sound like?
Yeah.
They breathe out of their thorax.
Speaking in spider farts.
I did learn recently that spiders don't have muscles in their legs.
No.
No,
No,
they
but
use blood
it's a-
hydraulics.
Blood hydraulics.
What?
That's cool as hell.
Exoskeleton.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ow.
Anyway, that's the more you know.
All right. So, yeah, she's telling you a little bit about it'll be a fight to get them out, but how do we get out of here?
Well, I mean, this may sound simplistic, but I kind of thought the way we came.
Just for a reminder, you guys did magically travel through stone, and you don't have an ability to travel magically through stone.
What, we don't touch the ore and just...
Actually,
It was
how thick of stone was it?
you traveled like a couple miles through stone.
Okay, no.
it
Saying.
was the Zerbineflin magic that allowed you to travel through one of the ore veins.
Real
Wait a
quick
second.
question. How
Mhm.
far are we for spider walking distance from the town or from the area?
Spider too? What the heck? Me and Dad hanging out
It's-
here, and then the spiders.
it
Got
would probably take half hour to as a human to walk in to where the stalagmite or stalactite is that they need to get to.
Okay, never mind. Because I have, I was just looking at Speak with Animals, if I could possibly add a little bit more flame to the fire down there by speaking with a bunch of spiders to basically have them go into certain houses. But it's only a 10-minute duration, so it wouldn't last long enough for them to follow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just trying to think of more ways.
No, it's a good idea.
I think it sounds like a hilarious idea.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Like, go up and
Do a little
talk
bit
to
of spider army. They're all
Talk
like,
to- talk to a fuzzy wall and be
Well,
like,
it's-
go and attack.
The whole idea of like, what do you mean you have favor? We're like crawling with spiders. Man.
Oh my gosh!
Talking
It's
about-
like the scene from Finding Nemo where they talk to the whole school of fish.
Oh yeah, swim down.
I'll just stay back and just protect people and tend to any wounds that might be present as best we can.
There's a series. I know there's and Sandro kind of draw a quick little map, and there's a cave leading off this way. I know it eventually leads to the surface. I don't know how, but it's going to be the closest exit with a direct line for you guys. You'll come out somewhere different, but you're going to have to move as fast as you possibly can, though, once you have everyone.
We can move fast. Well, some of us can. Some of us are apparently doing a Harry Carey impression that's gone horribly wrong.
If you were made a barbecue spare rib.
Hey, Adam, if you were the moon and you were made of cheese, would you eat yourself? You made a wise choice, my friend.
When you watch down the Bud Light.
Baron, as you guys have made some plans and talked about things, you go and just take a moment to sit. Go ahead and just make I think this would be we'll do a nature check for kind of listening to the signs.
Me?
23.
23. Before you had that sense of like that calm before the storm. And if you will, that kind of energy is building in a way. You can't put your finger on what's coming, but it definitely has that sense of just foreboding around you.
Is there any way maybe that we could move a little closer to that path?
We can try, yeah. It's probably a good idea to get the other refugees who can't quite fight to go that way.
I don't want them hurt.
So Megan,
Mm-hmm.
I had a character question. Well, actually, as I've thought this through, I've answered my own question. How hard is it going to be to sneak my way and clear a path to those refugees to sneak them out? And the answer is probably pretty darn hard.
Yeah, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's, and you guys can, like, there's a place where you can get out and kind of peek down towards it, and you can see that there's guards outside. Every now and then you're seeing.
It's not with
servants.
the rest of the city. Like it's.
No, it's on its own. Like, because the people who are indentured servants are not followers of Lolth. They are not permitted to live within the confines of the city. They are on the outskirts of the city.
All right.
So if we could provide a distraction for the guards.
Oh my gosh! You know what guards never do? This is super meta. I mean, I don't know. I should. I'm not there. I'm a spider. I'm a spider off in the winds.
What is happening
As-
to the spiders? I'm
Yep.
like,
I'm going to get to that in just one quick moment because we're going to do a cut. There's a moment I want to get to cut from. As you guys are escorting some of the refugees down, Dabney, you notice this strange little, like, purplish light near the ground by you.
There's a light. It's purple.
Very dim.
It's very dim.
What would he do seeing that?
Well, I'm curious. Like, how big is this light? Where is it from?
It's about, like, yay big around.
Quarter
and it's-
size. Okay.
Yep. Next to the ground.
Next to the ground.
Next to the ground, not quite on the ground, like slightly above the ground.
Is ground.
It does spark a flash of memory for you.
Okay. What memory does it spark?
I'm gonna have you just roll a quick history check to see.
Because I'm so good at history.
It's an Infinity Stone. Okay.
I gotta ask you, Megan. What is this particular thing for?
No. You can't quite, like, you're a little distracted as you're trying to place it, and that's when it moves a little bit more, and you can see that it's a rat.
It's a
with
rat.
A portion of its head glowing.
oh god,
Oh no!
kill it with fire.
Oh no! From an earlier thing with the decapitated rats.
Oh,
The zomb rats with the rot.
rats.
I actually
Did their
try
heads
and
glow?
pick it up really quickly,
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
huck it against the wall as hard as I can.
Wait. Use them to infect the town.
That's what
I throw it towards the
I
town
was thinking that would be
instead of the wall.
Ragnall.
Okay, go ahead and just make an attack roll with it.
That was against super meta.
This is a monk weapon, right?
Yep.
We call it the rat form.
Oh my god.
No, this is called the Master Splinter.
Ah!
Hold on.
Yes,
Does Raphael get advantage on using the Master Splinter?
Since he had to go through hell as a child when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were popular, yes.
Thank you. All of the bullying
All
based
of
on
Culminates to this one roll.
You get this.
Thank
You get
God for
this.
advantage.
Turtles were awesome.
Do I have proficiency on this?
So D20 plus Dex plus proficiency, yeah. Which is going to be a ridiculous roll for you, I know.
That's a 27.
27 definitely beats the armor class of 12.
I will say that Emerald is cool but rude.
Oh, wait a minute, excuse me.
Dabney?
I also have the Gauntlet of the One True Dabney.
Oh, that is true.
That makes
So you
it
get to add you get to add the fabulous damage to it as well.
That is +3 Fabu damage.
Babu. Yes, and so now you're hucking the rat like towards the town.
With a 30.
Yes.
It catches a wind stream.
Splatters against the ground from where you throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you hit one of the guards down by the...
And you see when as soon as it splatters, like the light goes out, and you actually see the body kind of ooze out, and it's gross.
But what
All
happened?
right.
And it infects. So
It infects all of them. The guards,
all
perhaps.
of them.
We shall see. Now we're going to cut to spider time. Spider buddies, going through the town together. Spider buddies. So, Zara was able to bring you guys down close to like where a barracks is. And she kind of looks around and directs you guys towards this one. And she's like, "That man with the braided hat. Go towards him."
Braided hat. Got
All
it.
right.
All right.
I go sprinting. I don't know
All
if
right.
he's dancing, but I'm sprinting.
So it just comes off as me running behind, but also doing this thing.
Okay, very good.
All right, yeah, and Greg, you're watching like through lots of legs and things. You guys, so how would you guys like run along the ground towards him? Would you get up onto a wall and run like?
I think I would just do the straight shot, like on the ground, like dodging whatever's there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Checking to make sure Baradin's behind me.
Aaron, how would you do this?
I guess since Brandon's doing the Spider-Man thing already, I think he's just following along. He's
Okay.
just following behind Enkai on this one.
Are you guys trying to be stealthy or just quick with this?
Well, wait. How stealthy do we have to be if they like spiders?
Fair point.
Yeah.
All right, so
Wait, somebody
go
might
ahead.
pick us up and be like, "Haha, my own little picture."
Yeah.
No, that's the musical number. Les Spider, how I love Les Spider.
Oh. So, go ahead and roll d20 and add 3 to your roll for like a dex check as a spider.
12.
There's a Anya.
And add what to the roll?
3.
I also got a 12.
All right.
We're equally bad.
So you guys are actually able to dodge between the feet and not get stepped on, and you make your way all the way up to this guy, and not getting squished, which is a good thing because you guys don't have very many hit points right now.
That'd be so embarrassing.
So
I noticed-
he hasn't noticed. You guys are at his feet. So what would you do next?
Oh, I think I'm thinking like
So just kind of climb right up his calf and.
yeah. I think we're just making
Or
our way
like-
up to. I'm picturing we want to get to like sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah,
right?
like one on each, right?
Okay.
Like you take one side, I'll take the other side.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
we'll whisper stuff in his ear.
And then we'll high five when we get to the top.
Right. So
we call it an Eiffel Tower.
Okay, question. Megan.
Yes, yes.
Claire, I have a mechanic request here.
okay.
Spiders attempt to high five. I personally believe they should roll a d8 to see if it's the same way.
What if we missed? That'd be so embarrassing.
I like it. Okay, so you guys, since spiders have a climb speed, you're able to climb up without issue. And you guys each get to one of the shoulders. And he kind of starts for a moment and looks at each of you. What do you do at that point? Are you guys high-fiving? Or
I mean, we're on separate shoulders, so it's hard to do.
It's kind of hard. I think I would like stretch my legs to make sure he sees me.
all right, it's
Like,
kinda
hello.
being prominent spiders, and you see like it kind of looks. Since neither of you speak Undercommon,
Correct.
Baradin is
We
trying
don't know
to
what he's saying.
into his ear, like, do the good thing.
All he hears is your gas.
Staying alive. Start
No, you'll be the bad one over there. I'll do the good one on this side.
so he kind of, the head held high, shoulders back, prominently kind of standing, like doing the book on the head movement to not disturb you two, starts making his way in towards the center of town, moving at a very brisk pace. One of the things you guys would notice is people definitely spread and get out of the way as he's moving along. There's a few other drow soldiers in front of this guy, and they're shouting at the people to get it move. You do see them at some points like kicking people out of the way. Someone doesn't move out of the way fast enough, and actually a sword is drawn and they're cut very deeply. You guys move past before you know if they were killed or just stabbed really badly. Nobody seems to care. Everyone's just like, the person gets stabbed, they're on the ground, people are just kind of walking around them.
You know how if you have like a dog who's sleeping on you and you don't want to wake him up and you're like super still, but then you like still have to reach the TV remote, and so you're like this.
Yeah.
I want to start creating a webbing between his earlobe and his shoulder.
All right.
Just to make him like extra nervous.
Roll a d20 and add 3 to it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, without issue, you're just like stringing this web. And you kind of, after a little while, he seems to feel it, but then kind of realizes it doesn't move. It just kind of keeps like doing one of those towards you.
I'm just making a nice webbing. I want to see how still I can make him have to stare.
Keep going. And are you doing anything like this, or are you kind of
I'm
spider face
shaking my
palming?
head in spider form.
Which is a really impressive thing to see a spider do, given they have no necks.
They just have to.
There you go. Very impressive.
Whole body turn.
Those leg hydraulics.
Yeah.
What was it? Blood hydraulics?
The blood hydraulics in the legs. Eventually, you get like it's very interesting too. Passing through the town, the lights that you see within the stalagmites are more of a reddish hue. And out in the streets and stuff, it seems to be more of a dim blue purple. You do see a lot of these kind of bioluminescent mushrooms growing around. Those seem to be the predominant light source, at least out in public. The brightest light source, though, comes from this column up by the central citadel area. And it's about half lit at this point. It's not bright. It doesn't provide bright light. It's dim light, but it's been so long in the dark down here that the dim light feels bright to you guys. Eventually, though, you start to you see some of the stalagmites coming down, and you're starting to get to the point where some of them are coming a lot closer to the ground than you originally thought. And he stops. The group of around you guys eventually breaks off, and he steps off his mount, looking up towards one, and he kind of does this still jump, and you guys feel yourselves just lift up further than any jump could take. It's like you're magically lifted up onto this balcony.
Onto the balcony. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he walks into this house. It's really cool. It definitely seems like it was carved by magic. There's spider motif, webbing motif everywhere. It's a little overdone, probably. As he comes through this very kind of grand looking room, Amkai more than Baron, you would see this as it's a room set up for intimidation.
Mm.
It's one of those things where the furniture is all designed to make you kind of feel small. Nothing looks comfortable to sit in. And there's a few different items on display in here, definitely items of power that are to show off power. Essentially, this is their display room. He walks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Comes in what you would imagine to be the center of the stalagmite and goes up the spiraling staircase to another floor. And he comes out and walks into this very large temple. And you see at the end, there's an altar of the Spider Queen. There's different mosaic tiles put into the wall depicting. You see the fight between her and Corleone, her making the first drow, the banishment of the drow to below, and her imprisonment in the abyss. and the work of her followers trying to free her, trying to worship her, follow her divine favor. There's also a whole relief of truly horrible things that happen to the followers of Corleone that are captured by the followers of Lolth. It's a bit disturbing. Between those reliefs are different sacred knives and things used for, you could assume safely that they would be used for sacrifices and things.
Is this the room where the sword is, or is this just like a shrine?
This is the temple. So you've got up to the level where it is, and the room you're told to look for is at the back of this room.
Oh, okay.
So it's like there's the altar, and then behind the altar would be the door to where like the treasure room is.
All right, so the treasure room, or is he just hanging out here with the altar?
He's coming into the altar, and he kneels down and he starts speaking in Undercommon. You guys don't understand what he's saying.
All right, Barry, I think we should hop down and go exploring.
I think before you hop down, you should web some pig on the other shoulder to match with what Baradin was doing on the other side.
I was actually hoping if he had any like portraits of himself. Thinking we could like web X's over his eyes on his like port on his head.
Oh my god!
Can I make a request? I would like salutations on their butt.
Oh my god!
No, not some pig. I would just like it's like Juicy Couture. I would like salutation webbed on his butt.
A new brand.
Oh my god! Right here.
Couture.
I did my webbing thing, and I think this one's on you.
Okay.
Salutation.
If you want to do something like this.
No, I do not. I will.
What? You don't want to risk our entire campaign
for fashion?
Putting salutations on.
Cousin, why do you have pink on your bottom? What is going on here?
Well, did the webbing that Baradin did like prevent his movement? Like, is he like?
He's definitely like staying more still.
Okay, then I will do a matching one on this side, just so he has to like as a neck brace.
Have his feet around, like ceremonially, like he will just like, move because his feet will be stuck on the ground.
Right. Oh, maybe we should web him to the ground. Maybe.
It's actually probably better if he leaves because, like.
Yeah, that's true. Because we have to shapeshift out. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Web his mouth. Web his mouth. Web his mouth.
No, I'm not webbing his mouth.
He's continuing to pray. He does have like his hands towards the altar. Up. He's kneeling down in front of it. You don't know. He's just. But however, Undercommon would sound
Okay, I'm gonna web that side, and then so we can leave.
All right, my headphones just went wonky, so I missed what you said. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna web that side of his head just so he's like a little more immobile.
All right.
And so it matches what Baradin did.
Alrighty.
And Baradin's just gonna go down on some webbing.
All right, so you climb down onto the floor.
He's gonna shout at Enkai while he's doing it.
Okay.
He's gonna go, Enkai, have you ever eaten any bugs as a spider? They're so juicy.
Hold on, a little busy here, buddy.
What'd you get for your web? What'd you get for your webbing? 13. You're able to get some webbing up there. It's not quite as thick and as well done as Baradin's since he was doing it the whole time. But it seems passable.
Okay. And then I will propel down.
All right. So you guys rappel down. He seems to finish his prayer. He notices you guys are gone. Where are you going once you get off of him?
I guess we have to go behind the altar and
to the back of the room. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys stealthing or are you just going regular?
Just going.
I don't want him to grab us and pick us back up and put us on his shoulders.
Do you think he'll do that? Brad and I are going to chat it over.
He goes with these guys. Like, he's got a whole portrait room. Like right here. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, okay. We can be a little sneaky.
All right. So go ahead and add 7 to your roll.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
9.
Fantastic.
That was great.
Well, I just rolled a 2 for his perception.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys without issue are able to like get under the altar. There's some like there's like a tablecloth thingy covering it, so you're able to get behind that pretty quickly. After a couple of minutes, his prayers stop, and he gets up, and you hear Boots leaving the area, and you guys seemingly are alone in the room right now.
I'm gonna call him Boots.
I think Boots is gone. So should we get on with it and get back?
Yeah. What's in this treasure room? Maybe there's some cool treasures.
I'm sure there are. But let's just focus on the one we're here to get.
Oh, right, the sword. Right. That's
Right. I mean, I hope it's very recognizable. I'm gonna.
Well, I
assume
remember
we'll
what
know
it was.
when we see it. Do you remember? Okay, great. All right, let's go find it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember what it looks like. I'm sure I'll recognize it.
Can you tell me what it looks like?
Well, it's really pointy.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
one end is like not as pointy. So you can hold. If the whole thing was pointy, you can't be able to hold it all.
Cool.
That'd be horrible.
Okay.
This is like the end of Indiana Jones. The whole treasure room is just filled with swords.
Oh, God, I hope not. Okay.
The sword
Alright.
the moon flag clan looks like.
You guys scuttle along and creep underneath you're able to creep underneath the door into this room. It's pitch dark in here. You guys do have dark vision, so you can see a little bit. You see there's lots of different chests and things. There's a few different like racks. There are several swords in here. There's also some maces, daggers, and other things. You guys enter, and after a moment, your eyes are brought to this one little speck of silvery light. As you see one of the swords with a seemingly glass-looking blade, slightly curved to look a bit like a fang, starts to glow.
Barrington, I think it's over there.
That's probably it. Yeah. It looks very familiar to me. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Excellent. Excellent.
You guys should grab stuff.
Yeah, I think we should grab like all the stuff to carry
What looks the
while
most
still
expensive?
shape-shifting. So first of all, I'm gonna grab the Moonfang sword.
Are you shapeshifting out of spider form?
Yeah, I guess. Does it look like there's? Are there any like super clear runes or anything like that might?
Make a perception check.
I'm worried there's an alarm or something on this room. Ooh, that's not the best.
That's not a dirty 20, is it?
Not a dirty 20. It's 14.
14. You can see that the door is locked. Like you can see a latch and stuff, but you guys crawled under it, being spiders and being able to just flatten yourselves. You don't notice any runes or anything.
Is there any windows in the room?
No. This is an interior room. Yeah.
Can I make a perception check through Bearden's eyes?
Sure.
Are you still watching us
yeah.
at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. I got a 15. I rolled a 15.
It's like
I don't know
it's
if
like
I
a
get-
monitor bank.
I don't know if I get my perception as perception, but I got 15. I rolled a 15 on my die.
15. Yeah, you see that the door is locked. There might be some. You kind of catch a little glimpse of something, but Barrett doesn't seem to see it, so he doesn't focus on it.
And you can't talk to me anyway.
No,
And you can't talk to him.
like
Yeah, Malkovich. All right, so I didn't see anything, so I guess I'm just going to shapeshift out.
Okay. Shapeshifts out. And Kai, what are you doing?
I'm waiting in spider form.
Okay. Spider form. Spider
I'm practicing the dance moves to Lolth the musical while
All right.
I'm,
All right.
They're really complicated. So
They're really
Yeah.
difficult. And I don't have my top hat with me. I mean, I
It's
don't.
all to an 8
It's a
count.
lot of
Yeah.
improv right now.
Try the steps to 8 legs a week. It's a little bit simpler of a number.
God. All right.
and Baradin's going to reach out and grab the Moonfang sword.
All right. As
Failure in the
you,
world. What else looks expensive?
I mean, first he's going to get this, then we're going to loot this.
All right.
Happens when I do this.
So, Baradin, as you start to grab the hilt of it, it starts to glow with a little bit more. It's not bright by any stretch, but you could definitely see this silverish glow coming up the blade. And as you stare into it, Enkai, what you see him do is he freezes and his eyes turn milky white as he stares at it.
It made me
Okay.
blind.
I shapeshift out,
All right.
run over to him. Baradin! Shake him.
All right. he doesn't respond.
Oh, shit.
Baradin, as you grab onto the blade and hold it in your hand, a familiar vision comes to you. Standing underneath the bright moon with this large wolf in front of you, seemingly more formidable than it has before.
I think Baradin says, "Man, this sword is cool as hell." What? Oh God! You scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, whew. Okay, all right. I'm here. I'm ready. I got it. How's it going?
You hear it's not auditory, but like more in your mind. Are you ready?
Baradin takes a super deep breath in. And then the smile kind of fades a little bit from his face, and then he gets like a little bit of a smirk, and he goes, "Yeah." And then he
Then
waits
let us.
for his move.
And Wolf crouches down and springs forward to attack you, which will probably miss because I can't seem to roll well when I do this one.
That's okay. Baradin has a miserably bad AC, so
11.
that might actually. Oh, this is not touchscreen. Your laptop's not touchscreen. 13 armor class, so amazing.
All right, so that misses. So you're ready for it. So as the wolf comes in, you're able to just like the jaws snap like right by your head as it turns around, and goes for one more bite attack on you. Oh God! And it totally misses again. But coming down in a crouch and kind of a low snarl.
Is the second bite attack just sort of like a snap, or is he lunging back? Like, did he trip?
Yeah, like a snap as it's pivoting around.
Okay. Then Baradin wants to use the momentum. So as he lunges over, Baradin falls backwards and rolls to dodge out at the snap, and then comes back to his feet as he pivots around. And then Baradin is going to bark skin and then shift into a wolf, but he's going to do the whole thing. He's going to cast bark skin while moving backwards and shapeshift into a wolf, and then he's going to lunge back at the other wolf. I can't make an attack for that because bark skin counts as my action, but I want to lunge at him and sort of like slam into him or gain position.
All right, so yeah, you jump in, engage position, and the wolf kind of snarls, and you could feel like this approval, like yes, as it goes to make 2 more bite attacks against you. Oh my God, I can't roll. That one will hit because that's going to be a 24.
That one's definitely going to hit.
All right. 5, 9. All right, so it's 9 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. Rough.
And you need to make a strength saving throw.
I will do that exact thing. Oh,
gosh.
5.
You are knocked prone as the wolf is now on top of you. And as it snarls into your face, guard. Your go.
Baradin's going to use the weak position, and he's not going to get back up from prone. And instead, he's going to bonus action combat wild shape to get his hit points back.
All right.
And I will spend a high level spell slot for this. I'm going to spend a 4th level spell slot for this. I think that's enough to get me back to full. Almost. I'm almost back to full.
Nice.
And then I will stay in the low position. But what I'm going to do is I want to bite at his leg and then roll across the ground.
Awesome. Go ahead. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Turn the tide on it.
You're tripping him up.
Oh! I'm going to use my lucky.
Oh.
5. That's a 19.
That's much better.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What's my damage on this? 2, 6. 11 damage.
11 damage. Nice.
So you trying to roll, not necessarily to get on top of him, but to sort of like roll out from under him or trip him.
Let's just do a contested strength check. Okay, so roll for your strength.
Oh, yeah. 22.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I only rolled a 15. So, yeah, you snap in and pull the legs out from under, and the wolf is knocked prone. As it happens, like, it looks at you, protect. And it's going to make 2 bite attacks towards you. Oh, I got a 21 and a nat 20.
Oh.
So we'll do the nat 20 first. 10, 17, 20, 21 points of piercing damage. Plus 5 points of radiant damage for the first bite. Second bite is 11 points of piercing with 1 point of radiant.
That will drop me from my form.
That drops you from your form. All right.
Yeah.
You step. What do you do? Is your go now?
So am I? I'm also going to assume that was probably enough damage that I don't think I can succeed that concentration check. But,
well, it's each done. So try for the first one. So it's 20. It was, what did I say, 22? So you need 11 for the first one.
I got a 13.
Okay, and the second.
And then I got a 18 for the second.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Your bark skin's still up.
So then I'm going to. So I still have bark skin. Sweet. In that case, I'm burning lots of good stuff, but I don't want to disappoint in this. What's the ground made of?
Feels like dirt and stone and grass.
Stone's pretty good. I'm going to cast Stone Shape.
Okay.
And he wants me to protect. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to Stone Shape. I'm going to touch the ground after he gets the bite and make a wall appear between the two.
Nice.
And I want it to be like a curved wall where it's concave to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But then it blocks a greater amount of his vision. And then I'm going to wait like a half a beat, and I'm going to shapeshift again.
Okay.
That's bonus action. And this time I'm going to shapeshift. What's the good play here? I think I want to shapeshift into... I'm going to shapeshift into a giant constrictor snake.
Okay.
Backwards, I'm going to go up the wall and then I'm going to go over top of it.
All right.
Throw him off. So when he tries to go around the wall to get to me, I'm already on top of it and I can land on top of it.
All right. So this
Nice.
wall appears before you, and the constrictor snake coming out over the top. You do see the wolf pivot quickly around the other side, going to make 2 snaps at the tail form. And to anyone keeping track, I am aware that he's using another stone shape, but we're in a dreamscape, so weird stuff happens here. Oh gosh, those are probably both going to
I have
miss.
2 4th level spell slots.
Yeah. Plus 6 to hit. Okay, so it's a 15 and a 14.
What's the... neither of those hit because of Barkskin.
Awesome. So it goes, it snaps at you. It kind of looks up and comes back, and there's this kind of low rumbling growl, and you hear it say, "Guide." And interestingly, when it says that, it sits and the fur starts to calm down.
Then I think that Baradin's going to come down. He's like coiled up in snake, ready to then like spring down. But since he's sitting down, Baradin will like snake his way down, and come back up to him, and shapeshift back into person form. And then I think Baradin will just walk up and put his hand on the side of the great wolf, and say, "I will lead these people back to the culture that the pack that we once used to be."
You feel the warmth of approval washing over you as the wolf opens its mouth and exhales onto you, and it's this like warm bath, and you can just feel this strength kind of welling into you, and this silver mist kind of envelops you. And Kai, what you've been observing is you're in like sort of the mid shake, and you see like this kind of silver glow coming over him as the sword starts to glow brighter. Not so bright that you're worried about it, but it definitely seems more alive, if you will, than it had a moment before, as Baradin kind of snaps back into it.
Ugh!
Are you okay?
Sorry, I needed some moon dust from a big wolf. All right. We should grab some of these other swords.
No. Let's just go.
What
What
would
if-
Dabney do?
I actually think Baradin reaches out with a hand and touches Enkai's shoulder and says, "Enkai, what would Dabney do?"
And I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Dabney would fuck it up, so let's go."
And on that note, we'll take a quick break. Adam, I just messaged you your new magic item. So we'll pop over really quickly to say hi to chat. So, as I said before, we are giving away the Deck of All the Things tonight. To enter to win Deck of All the Things, the code tonight is going to be Moonwolf. All one word. This also, though, is a promotional code from Gemhammer and Sons to get, I believe it is 25% off for most of the rest of the month on any of the products if you use the code Moonwolf. So use that right now to enter to win this.
Thank you,
But
Gemma.
also, you can save a good chunk of money. I think it's 25, but that's there. So, then I'm throwing things around on the table. So yes, I think you got to do exclamation point Moonwolf. So please only do it once. But yeah, we're giving that away tonight. So yeah, and Adam, you have your new magic item.
With an exclamation point, folks.
Yeah, don't forget the exclamation point.
Moonwolf.
Moonwolf. Yep, sorry. That's my bad. I forgot to mention that.
Well, hello, Doug. Is this your first time here? It's my good buddy Doug. He's one of board members of Bodana. Good friend.
Thank you, Doug.
Yes, look at all of this. Well, these wonderful folks entering.
This is awesome, guys. Thank you.
For
Oh, this item
Doug
is-
has lurked before.
All the things.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, they just got sent.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Like I said, I needed 2 or 2 sessions to.
I am going to.
I'm gonna go see if that guy still has that bag of candy.
Just say no.
It's okay. It's a stranger.
Jeez. Just candy. Come on. How harmful can it be?
I don't know. That Strangers at Candy show was kind of funny.
That's true. It was a pretty
Yeah,
dangerous
it was-
candy.
It was pretty decent. Another Steve Colbert. Nah.
Was that Stephen Colbert?
He played, I believe it was like the principal or one of the teachers on that show.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
totally forgot about that.
Yep.
Deck of all the things.
Deck of all the things. Give me that.
Give you that.
Sven.
Okay. Sven's here, so I'm not producing. Oh look,
Yeah,
Adam
you
got a
have
bag of
really-
candy.
I had to kill him.
Okay, you heard it here. Adam committed murder for candy.
I mean, for candy, yeah.
That's an
I mean, this is
impressive
the
bag of
coolest
candy
thing.
that guy had.
I've been working on that for a while.
This is so cool.
So good. It was so good.
Yay!
Oh,
I cannot wait to do this in game and make this a thing.
I will say too, for the sword, that thing that's supposed to happen at level 10, being as you just got it and you just got the power, you are able to do that today.
Okay, but just this.
Just today, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Then again, once you're level 10.
It makes sense. I was wondering about the scaling on that, but the level 10 stuff
Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah. It's supposed to be on par with elementals, since that's something you can do.
And I assume the extra lupine form stuff also applies to the to the new form.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah. Super psyched. I really want to hit level 10.
Yay! Oops, we'll wait for Jack, and then before he gets back, though, I will say, before you guys leave, Enkai, as you're kind of looking around, one thing does catch your eye. There is a ring with a bright blue gem on it.
Oh.
Okay. Before we leave, I would swipe that and just like discreetly, maybe, so even Baradin doesn't see me. Just kind of like swipe it and put it in my pocket.
Make a sleight of hand.
Make a sleight of hand. Okay, how do I do that? What is that? Oh, sleight of hand. It's a thing on there. Okay, 11. I've never done
11.
that before. Yeah.
Baradin, what's your passive?
My passive is 16.
Yeah, he
So he
notices.
sees you. Yeah.
He sees you.
Okay.
I don't think Brandon would say anything about it because he was like totally planning on stealing stuff anyway. So I will ask: are there any swords?
Oh no, my headphones again.
Are there any swords? Let me know when you have them back.
Please stop.
Stupid headphones.
Are they back to normal again?
Hello, hello.
Yes, okay. Every now and then it just gets like super choppy, but like I like having the Bluetooth no cord thing enough that I'll deal with super choppy once in a while.
Are there any swords that look like they could be described as dusk in any way?
Make a perception check.
I'm
I did think the sword that you just got was going to.
We're all getting swords. I'm just saying.
And you get the sword.
If you get a sword, you get a sword.
Everybody gets a sword.
I have a bow instead.
Awesome. That is a 21.
21. Actually, near the door, there's a stash of weapons that seem like they're more used than others. And one of them you pull out and you do recognize is basically a shadow blade.
Sweet. Totally gonna grab that one.
All right.
I have somebody to talk to.
So we decided there was a clan that might be against this clan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're supposed to do anything, though.
Well, we're not supposed to do anything. But I know that a distraction wouldn't hurt everybody else.
It might hurt us.
We're gonna be little spiders.
Okay. What's your plan, Bairden?
I want to set fire to this room.
It is a stone room. I was like,
That's why I'm wondering: is there anything here that might be flammable?
Like it.
That we could also pile everything else on top.
There's a little bit of wood, not very much. You're in the Underdark, so there's not a ton of wood. Some fabrics, but again, most of the stuff in here is stone and armor. There's statues and things like that as well. You do see some like jewelry and gems.
We don't want to draw attention that we've been here, Bairden, because they'll notice. Like, if it's not going to totally burn down, so they're going to notice that this blade is missing. I think it's better if we just sneak off and go back. We can't, like, burn the evidence. We're just going to create, like, a small enough fire to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It just feels like such a waste to, like, leave all this here. And some of this is maybe powerful. And they could use it for, I don't know.
Your hands are already full of loot.
Yes! Yes!
Come on, let's go.
And as you guys are you going to agree to go at this point, Bairden?
Yeah, I think Bairden is holding two swords.
His hands are full. What else?
Yeah, and you do see a bit of the silver glow coming out of the sword and kind of enveloping both of you into this silver mist. And tweedledee, back to the cave. At this point, you guys have gotten the refugees. They're in a good hiding spot, fairly close to the cave that you guys have been told will eventually lead to the surface at some point. But to get to it, they're gonna have to go across open area. You're about 25 feet up, so quite a bit closer to the entrance or to this encampment, but you're still above it, looking down towards it. As you guys are kind of sitting there, just kind of twiddling your thumbs, would you be discussing anything or doing anything particular?
Actually, if there's an open area that they're gonna have to sneak towards, I'd actually like to set 2 cordons of arrows as ways to kind of protect them if anyone comes towards them.
Okay.
So
are you firing the arrows into the ground, or what are you doing to
all I
set
have
this
to
up?
do is plant them. So
Okay.
I'm planting a total of 8 pieces of non-magical ammunition, arrows into the ground, and it basically protects an area until the spell ends.
Okay.
8 hours. So I figured that would be more than enough time to protect us. So basically, each one of those, they succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 pierce damage.
Okay. You will have to sneak out like into the open to plant them if that's what, because you're wanting to go into the open area yourself to plant them. Is that
Yep.
what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealthy.
All right. Go for it. Make a stealth check.
Really? That one.
Oh.
Dabney tries to snap the gauntlet just to see if it helps.
So you go to start to plant these arrows, and you catch your foot on a like just a little bit of an outcropping of rock, and send like this cascade of stones coming down. Zanra grabs you and kind of pulls you back, and she's going to cast a quick spell over you guys. And you actually, as she pulls you down, you are plunged like into complete and utter darkness.
Oh.
And you just hear her whispering in your ear, silent. When the spell eventually fades, it's weird because you are still in the Underdark and you have your night vision goggles on, but you knew you could feel her next to you, but you could not see her at all. You have a good idea, but we don't need to give away our position before they're back.
It's just these trying to set up, so they've taken enough damage.
I know. Trust me, I will set up this distraction. You guys, I'll help you initially, and then I'll sneak into the city.
It's taking too long.
And as you say this, you actually see, like, in the little alcove you guys are hiding in, this silvery mist come. And it solidifies into... Enkai kind of has her hands on Bearden's shoulders, and Bearden holding a sword in each hand.
I'm just saying, we burn the whole thing down! And then they don't have access to it.
I jump over as quickly as possible and tackle him with my hand on his mouth.
All right. Interestingly, as you are looking at Bearden, he looks different. His eyes have a more silver color to them than before, and his hair, it's like it's gotten longer and shaggier. And there's something just a little bit more canine about him.
Got that sort of Teen Wolf look.
A little bit, yeah. You got to pull him back into where, like, you guys are all hiding, where the refugees are.
It's like, shush. Nope. I take the other hand and I start like stroking his nose. Like...
As you come in and calm down, you see Jocasta in the back, and she starts kind of limping forward, seeing the sword in your hand. And when she gets before you, Bearden, she kneels down and rests her head to the side, exposing her neck towards you as a symbol of surrender and compliance.
I think Bearden would take the sword. I think Bearden knows that the sword now belongs to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he wouldn't have the thought to like try to give it back. But he also knows that Jocasta led the clan for so long and was such an important leader and such an important person in Bearden's life. So I think what he would do is I think he would come forward, and I think he would take out the blade and hold it as is tradition against her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
and then would smile smile across to Jocasta, and say, and take the blade and put it away, and grab Jocasta's hands and say, "You need to show vulnerability to no one. You have always been our leader, and a good leader, and a wonderful leader for our tribe. And the wolf spirit knows it."
Thank you. I follow you willingly. And she looks back, and you see Histreet has come forward and also puts herself in that. The third member you saved the other day, you'll remember, is Otagrit, who was your rival.
Yeah.
And she's coming forward very, not begrudgingly, but she's more just kind of in shock and stupefied as she also kneels down before you and exposes her neck.
I think, I don't know, I don't have a read on the situation and whether or not it's appropriate for Baradin to actually go through and do this ceremony for everybody. So I think Baradin will have some semblance of awareness for once. and go, you are all members of the Moonfang clan, and now true members as well of the Ghostfang clan. And as we join together in one...
No, put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Your brother is having a moment. Let your brother have his moment.
We are stronger together. And as we bring back our brethren, we will bring us all back to the surface to continue as the clan we once were. So rise and help us free all the people that are truly also captured by those enemies of ours.
And they arise with a fire in their eyes.
Grandel, I brought you an extra sword as a souvenir.
See, get good things.
To make them part of the Ghostfang clan, I have to give them a second slash.
We'll have to figure that out later. We're in the middle of doing a thing.
Oh, I know, it's a do the thing.
I didn't do the other thing. We gotta figure this out first. We have to go rescue all the people first.
I sneak up behind them and cover both of their mouths. Between them,
Excellent job, Dabney. That fixed it.
As touching as this is, do we want to go kill some people and behead them now?
Yeah, see, Grangel?
Your mouths are still covered. Hold on. I take my mouth off of Gragnold's and ask
Your mouth off of Greg?
my hand off of Gragnold's.
Oh, shit! Yeah, went a different direction. Damn me!
Off of Gragnold's mouth and Gragnold, and I would like you to use the big boy words on this. Would you like to kill some droughts? Would you like, Gragnold? Would you like to kill some droughts? Hey, Gragnold. Gragnold, would you like to kill some droughts?
Listen, I would. I think we should talk about this. This is important. We'll figure it out.
Ask Dawn what the word juxtaposition means.
I really wanted you to say yes 1,000 times yes.
I really want to initiate them into the Ghostfang clan and I also really want to go cut off a lot of drow heads. So there's like a really conflict of interest that I have right here. As a herald of it. Real quick, gotta cut your arm.
There'll be time for that later.
This doesn't take very long. Look at this. I just snapped the first person. It'll make a scar. You know how it works. Next.
They're like already injured. Cutting.
And you do see
It's a cool scar.
I think he should have cut the rival. That's who he should have cut.
No, Gragnall. The heads of people are not. Gragnall.
We have to. It's a branding issue.
No, it's a slicing issue. Branding is
It's
different.
a
You know that.
little slice.
Okay.
Next.
Are we gonna go chop some heads off, or are we
Yes.
going to do some membership ceremony?
Ragnold is doing the ceremony right now. We're good.
I think you should do it like Mr. Subliminal, where you just like, sometimes you have soup, and you just get you're talking and explaining. I'm done. Everyone's done. Can we
Does
go
this
now?
and tag anybody inappropriate? Genre there just going, why'd you cut me?
do you cut Zandra?
Oh my god.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think he would.
Pretty good with a sword.
Yeah, Gragnall's good with a sword. And Zandra goes, she looks like, all right, so we lead the attack. Refugees start running towards the cave. We'll follow once we've got everybody else.
So are we sneaking in? Are we charging in? What's the plan?
Well, Zonra's going in, isn't she? She already
She's,
did that.
you weren't there for that part of the plan.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Beridan, why do you look like a wolf? We should talk about this.
Well, I'm like big friends with the ghost wolf, with the wolf spirit.
Is this the time in the
I looked through his eyes, and then he disappeared, and then there was a sword, and now he gave me one.
Is this
but-
truly the time and the place for this?
Yeah, well, you've been cautioning restraint for a long time, Dabney, and now
Now I'm telling you, you don't have to be as restrained. And now you want to be restrained, and you're talking about the logistics of who's got the gold.
You just gotta put a target in front of
look.
You know what? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna. Okay, you know
Look at
what?
his.
It's like Baron and I are disappointed parents in the corner right now.
I get that now.
You're not curious
Baron
about
and
that?
Dabby, I'm so sorry I didn't get you a souvenir. I got a souvenir for Gragnall. I feel really bad.
No, you're fine. Thank you. I'm just glad you made it
I
out.
got a souvenir.
Did you get the
Gragnall got
sword?
a
I'm scoping a location that I can
Great. That's what.
from my arrows, so I can start scoping out my camp spot.
Zandra kind of looks just like, I think let's just go direct. God, let's get this over with. And she pulls out her swords and starts doing her blade song.
Only us could make somebody want to charge into sword instead of hang out with us for a second longer.
Voices single-handedly assault a Drow city with the Three Stooges.
Are you all ready?
Yep.
Sword, gauntlet. Snapping is not doing anything.
Arrow in the bow.
I pull
All
out
right.
the sword.
You guys go standing up above with Baron holding his longbow with his radiant arrows,
Oh yeah.
and Kai with a sword of Melora, softly glowing. Dabney holding the Takeshi Moonblade. Gragnald wielding Dawn and now a shadow sword as well.
Whispering to it.
Doesn't seem to do anything yet. And
Such a regal picture up until that moment.
and Bairden pulling out the sword of the Moonfang clan.
And I think Bairden is small enough; he has to wear the sword on his back, so
Yeah.
he draws from this.
All the cool kids were there trying to back.
As you guys look down to face the ones who have held captive the remaining members of the Moonfang clan. Do you guys go charging in, or are you going to try to sneak in, or what would you like to do?
Well, that's a whole lot of cinematics for us to just hide.
I'm just saying. I mean,
How far away is it from us right now?
you're about
You're charging across. Is it going to be like
you're about 20 feet up, and then it's about like 10 or 15 feet. Actually,
Let's sneak.
I mean, I feel like we would sneak after all of this travel through the Underdark just to like run across, like Braveheart style. I don't think we should do that.
yeah.
Ooh,
You guys.
Braveheart.
Yeah, you guys are probably about like 40 feet-ish away from like the entrance to one of the buildings. There's 3 buildings, and you can see, clearly out in front that there are 2 Driders. That one, okay. And you see a guard, a drow warrior of some kind.
Megan,
You know that they're...
back from the.
Yes, you do have your wild shape backs. The spells are not, but the wild shapes are.
Okay.
So you see 2 Driders. You see 1 guard. You do know, you have been warned that there's always a priestess guarding the prisoners and preaching about Lolth. Typically there's mages around and other guards. So there are some that are probably in the houses that just not visible to you guys yet.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace to help us get over there without being detected.
Yes.
All right. So everybody go ahead and make stealth checks as you go to sneak up on this.
So you can add, what is it? You can add 10.
10. Jeez.
So 22.
Okay.
That's like.
24.
29. Greg is like Naruto running.
Nice. So 29, Bairden?
24.
24?
22.
Dabney?
You get my
40.
You got my
40? Dabney's disappeared.
And have it already plus 11.
He's not there anymore.
Dabney has disappeared from the campaign. and Baron? Sorry?
24.
All right. Yeah, you guys are all stealthy AF as you move up towards this area. Let me go ahead and bring you guys over to the map. I'm assuming Baradin doesn't, or Gragnell doesn't have Dawn out yet, so you can kind of ignore the halo around you that you can see.
Yeah, somebody would probably have to tell him not to. Maybe Dabney who probably would have stopped him.
Yeah, but Dabney just disappeared from this dimension,
Okay.
so there's a problem.
Put it back. Put it back.
Baron would tell him that.
Yeah.
Rango, wait, it's more cinematic.
All right, so you guys start running up.
Against somebody's head.
What's the marching order of this sneaky dash across the expanse towards the... Oh, which one are you heading towards? All right. Are you heading towards...
Shifting, so.
Drider on the right, Drider on the left, or Warrior in the middle?
The closest one?
Wait, do you have a roll 20 up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, can we scroll? Oh, you know, as tempting as those Driders are on the left and the right, that warrior in the middle looks pretty strong and should be avoided.
Well, yeah, but we're stealthing, right? So
All
shouldn't
right.
we like stealth around?
Yeah, we should probably go all the way around.
Are these the buildings, Megan? Or are these the...
Ah!
I think these are the buildings. I think we should go like in the back door.
Yeah, let's phrasing, but
I mean, we're
let's
super-
Yeah, I know.
let's actually sneak around the periphery of the buildings.
Okay, so you're sneaking around the periphery?
Yeah, towards the right.
My headphones junked up, so okay, so you're going
So I
towards
want to
like
sneak around past. So the Drider on the right is turned to the opposite direction towards the middle. I want to sneak around the
Mhm.
periphery.
Okay. So you're able
Reginald is definitely going to attack the guy in the middle.
That might be
No.
okay.
Well, if Ragnall distracts him, Emerald Dabney is going to come up from behind and become Sneaky Stabney.
Great.
Oh wait, where's my list?
Oh, well, Stabney was already on the list.
Yeah. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and have you guys also roll initiative. I don't know why I'm not hearing the
40.
music. All right, let me roll for fighters.
I don't know why we have to fight them. We can't sneak the people out without fighting them.
Yep, I know the music's quiet. Trying to fix it. Sorry, I'm doing too many things at once.
Rachel, do you hear the music? We have to fight.
Okay. Just saying, we're in a veil of shadows, but okay.
Ooh.
We just did a whole cinematic running down.
Okay.
Thought we were doing that to kill them.
This guy is. Hold on. I know chat can't hear the. Thank you, Sven. I know chat can't hear the music. I can't hear it either, but I'm doing initiative right now, so too many things going on. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay. I will change up the music because that doesn't seem to be working. We'll do that one. Okay. All right. There we go. Different music now. Alrighty. So, anybody get above a 25 for initiative?
No.
All right. 20 to 25. Okay.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
I got a 15.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We're a second half team.
10 to 15.
I get a 13.
Well,
What did 12? What did Baron get? Sorry.
13.
13. Okay. Okay, and then Baron got a 9.
Baron got a Baron got a 9.
All right, and Kai?
7.
7. Okay. So that will be warrior. Okay. So I'm going to need to message Sven the initiative order so he can put it up in their thing. Oh, whoops. Sorry, this is incredibly... All right. We'll have initiative order up at this moment for everybody else to see, but... All right, so we're kind of out of order right now. You guys will place yourselves here. So we have Dabney snuck around to the side. Gragnold's where you were just going straight for the guy in the middle?
I'm going to go for the guy in the middle. I'm going to cause a distraction.
Alrighty, I'll move you up towards him. Baron, where were you going to head to?
I'm still, these are 5-foot squares, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'm actually going to fire an ensnaring strike at the guy in the center from where I'm at.
Oh, well, we're getting into position, and then we'll go through the initiative order. So
okay.
where do you want to be?
I'll step a little bit closer to the edge, so hold on, I can't.
Should be able to move yourself, I think.
Hold on, I have the wrong thing. Select move, there we go.
There's like a big rock there.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna move. Yeah, moving down to ground level.
Alrighty. And Kai, where are you going to?
I'm gonna move. Can I move? No, like maybe a little bit in front of Baron.
Okay, so like here?
Yeah.
All right. Bearden?
I don't know if I want to do. I think I want to let Gragnall take the front line for this. I actually think, especially because I did so good, if I don't need to make another stealth check, I think I want to let these guys handle the front line, and I want to go with Dabney. And I don't think I can go that far though. 2, 3. I can make it to about there. Because I want to get all the people to like come along with. I don't know if they're going to need convincing.
With that blade and that look,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah. No, I think that's a good idea.
So I'll let Gragnall take the front line.
Okay.
I figure he'll be enough of a distraction. I could sneak around and also try to get these people to get out.
The people's safety.
Yeah.
All right.
Get them out. I'll help Gragnall.
So you guys definitely passed your stealth check, so you get a surprise round. So first up is Gragnold.
Holy crap.
I'm attacking with Dawn and as a two-handed weapon.
Okay.
And I'm just going to make attacks with Dawn as two-handed. And I will wait based on what I imagine is some wisdom that was passed on to wait until the last moment before we're like shining Dawn out. I'm not running up there to give them this.
You're
Obviously,
Naruto run. And...
yeah, Naruto run with the hilt and then blade out.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Should I make? So I'm going to end up making 3 attacks because I have a thing that lets me make a main attack as a bonus weapon because of my War Priest thing. Should I all my attacks and then do all the damage? What would be your best way to do that, Megan?
1 sec, guys. Sorry.
Megan, go.
I don't know. The DM has disappeared.
Okay.
We won.
I killed it. Oh!
Well done, everyone.
We
know,
killed the D&D god.
I've never won
Okay.
before.
If my headphones screw up one more time, I have to go back to
No, this is D&D.
plugged in. All right, so go ahead and make your 3 attacks.
So, Megan, my question was: should I make my 3 attack rolls first, and then tell you what all the attacks is, and then do the damage after? Or what order?
Yeah, do the 3 attacks first.
Okay. First one was 29. The second one was 16, and the third one was 16. I'm going to use one of my channel divinities to make one of those a 26.
Okay, then 2 will hit. The other 16 will miss. Yes.
Okay.
Don't you get advantage because it's a surprise round?
Do I get advantage because it's a surprise round?
No. That would be...
It's a good shot, though.
Yeah.
What's 17 plus 18?
A lot.
A lot. 20, 40, right?
35.
No.
35 damage.
35. Nice.
Gragnold goes in with Don, like swinging it around like this. Sort of a helicopter move. Still going for the station. It's really all about severing the head. Some things never change, but...
All right, yeah, so you come in swinging at it, and it's kind of blinded by the light hitting, and it's slicing into it, seemingly very surprised by you. All right, next up in the order is Baron.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my, first I'm going to do an ensnaring strike around one of the guy who's standing in the center.
Okay.
So that's a miss.
That'll be a miss.
And the second shot,
Go for it.
23.
23 will hit.
Hold on, getting on the damage die here. Okay, so that is 12 regular and 4 radiant.
Okay. And this was against the same gun Gragnol's against?
Yep.
Okay, so 16 total?
Correct.
All right. All right, so coming in and just one of these arrows sinking right into his shoulder. As that's happening, Dabney, what are you up to?
Well, I've got just enough movement to get around
Actually,
to behind.
Real quick question. The so that was the ensnaring. So he needs to make a strength check or be restrained.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's see, it's going to be 14 plus stuff. 15 total.
Did he? Is that his
That's the
strength
total.
saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. So not restrained.
Okay. All right, so Dabney, where are you going to?
I have just enough movement to, unless I can go through the building.
You are, it's walled. You're on a wall
Well, then
side.
I've got just enough to get around behind the building to
Okay.
the one that Gragnold. Yeah, so just put me right behind.
This one?
No, right behind Gragnold's. The one Gragnold's fighting.
Oh, you want to go all the way?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna help him out.
Oh, I thought you were going to help you with the getting people.
No, you get the people out. I will provide a distraction.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So there we are. Takeshi Blade about to do its thing.
And I think
Go for it.
Oh, I definitely get the sneak attack on this one.
Well, I meant because Gragnol, so.
I do have advantage.
Yeah, you do.
That's fun.
You have advantage on that.
Okay, well that one would be a 25 to hit, but let's see what I can do with advantage. We'll go with the 25 to hit.
25 will hit. Hold on a moment. I'm just changing up my headphones because these keep screwing up on me.
Bluetooth. We should fight one of Enkai's great enemies, and it should be a pirate named Bluetooth. Pirate
That'd be
captain
amazing.
named Bluetooth. I think it would be great. And he's constantly.
Does he have telepathy?
Losing connection, maybe, with his crew?
Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to hear you guys again. Sorry.
Okay, so that 25 to hit on the first attack.
That will hit.
That is okay. Plus my sneak attack. Now it's better. So that's good because I rolled that. Plus that's 10 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Plus 3 radiant.
Alrighty.
Okay. Second attack. That's not good. Dang! That's a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Okay. Oh, that's 6 damage plus 3 radiant.
Okay. So 9 damage.
9 more damage, yeah. And now we spend a key point. And now comes the unarmed strike of Dabney.
All right.
So, because I was silly and I didn't write down the rules of the gauntlet, it's plus 3 to hit, plus 3 to damage.
I thought it was a +2.
Oh, I thought it was ridiculous. Does somebody, is Gemhammer in the chat? Because I don't have the picture up in front of me.
I saved it somewhere. Too many things in my computer. Someone look through my Twitter feed.
Somebody in the chat help!
Alright, I'm gonna... This might be a little bit of a jerk DM move, but since you didn't write it down, we're gonna go with the lower number.
That's fair. That's fair. Still +2. I'm not going to complain.
Still +2, yeah.
Especially, God, that keeps coming up. Let's see what we have advantage on that one. Oh. Do you have the deck?
Oh! We got a crit?
Oh, we did.
Nice.
Of the one true Dabney.
All right. So the one true Dabney damage.
This is going to be +2 fabulous damage. Whatever is about to happen.
All right.
I think it involves glitter.
Oh, so much glitter.
I'm going to take this one right now.
Uh-oh. What happens?
My attack. Okay, I wanna do this one. I come in after stabbing at the shoulder twice with the gauntlet. I take a mighty downward chop at the rotator cuff. My attack severs your target's arm from their shoulder.
Oh! Nice. So,
One more attack.
arm falls off to the side. Go for your next attack.
Whatever their dominant arm is.
Yes.
Okay, that is a dirty 20. No, excuse me, an 18.
18. 18 just hits.
Okay. And this is my unarmed strike.
Oh!
Nah.
8 damage +2 fabulous.
Nice.
And this one is just coming around a hook kick to the jaw. In the direction of the severed arm, just for psychological damage.
Yeah, so it kicks down the fabulous damage, pushing his shoulder into the severed arm. Eyes kind of looking up, blazing towards you now. And you can see them watering from the sunlight, or is it from the pain? We don't know. Could be either. Could be both. As we move on, Zanra's going to go ahead and move up next to this Drider friend.
Boy, I really hope there's no somatic components to those spells. I'll be clear, I went for the right arm.
Okay, one attack hits.
Odds are that's done, that one.
For 9 points of damage to Drider number 1 there. So you see Zanra coming forward, slicing in, one attack hitting, the other missing, cutting into this Drider and just making eye contact with it, seeming like with this kind of fiery rage inside of her as we go to Bairden.
Well, I'm gonna come running up. What is this? Does it have a back door?
There is a door here, and there is an entrance back here.
Oh, okay. I might be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I use my whole thing, I can make it up to this entrance.
Okay.
And Bairden's gonna come sort of storming into the door.
Okay.
And I guess get bearings. Is it like...
So what you see in here, this seems to be like a smaller barracks. There are a few men in here, and you do see there is one more warrior in there.
Gotcha. One of the guards is in there?
Yes. Yep. So I'm going to put him kind of right there. Be near the door.
I think Bairden's going to say, oh man, I really want to make this good. He's going to say, you're being freed, and the Moonfang clan rises up against its captors. And then Bairden's going to shapeshift into the Moonwolf.
Oh my god, that's a thing?
It is now.
Yep.
And I think it took my whole move and action to get into the room.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, it would have been your whole movement to get into the room. from where
Okay,
you
so if I still have my action,
you still have your action, yeah.
I can't. I want to close the gap to this. Oh, am I close enough to him to?
Yeah, you're standing next to him.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, like he was like right inside the door.
Then, I guess before I shapeshift, I want to say free the others.
Okay.
And then shapeshift into a moon wolf and come in and multi-attack on this guy.
All right, go for it.
So that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And then a 18 to hit.
18 will just hit.
All right. And then this is a ton of damage.
Thank you, Gem Hammer.
All right, that one is 7, 9. That's 9 piercing damage plus 1 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then another 10 piercing damage plus 4 radiant damage.
Nice.
And he has to make a DC 14 strength saving throw to be knocked prone.
All right. He's prone.
Do you have a description for what the moon wolf looks like? Like how it looks? Do you have an idea for how it
Yes. Yeah, sorry. I had an image, but it was a copyrighted image, so I couldn't put it on there. But essentially like a large... you actually look almost exactly like the wolf you've been interacting with in the dreamscape. A little smaller, but like silvery, whitish fur with silver eyes.
I'm definitely imagining that the fur has like the color of moonlight
Yes, most definitely.
in it. Yeah,
Sick.
very cool.
I wish we could see it.
Oh yeah, I'm fully intending to like burst out of this hut.
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
guy.
I'll bet Meredith's doing something cool right now.
What? You just missed the arm I chopped off?
No, that was-
Literally?
I'm putting the little castle on him just to mark that he's prone. I don't think that's the official prone. It's not an official prone thing, but that's just so we can remember that he's prone.
Cool, castle guy.
Yeah. Oh, and your size is that now. So, here we go.
Nice.
Alrighty. Enkai.
I will go next to Gragnold, cast Shillelagh, and try to attack the
Go for
one-armed warrior. So 19.
That hits.
Excellent.
Get the other arm.
You have advantage.
You have advantage.
I have advantage on my attacks?
Yeah, because
He's engaged.
Oh,
because of Gragnold.
well, that helps. Okay,
My
good.
totem.
Okay, so 9 damage.
Nice.
And then I get extra 2d6 plus 7.
All right. This guy's almost down.
Nice.
One hopes.
Yeah.
You got one arm.
Like a good stiff wind will knock him out. All right, that ends the surprise round. So at the top of the regular round now. So seeing as there is a bright light now shining,
Uh-oh.
we've got some people coming to join us.
Lucy, you've got some explaining to do. Nice.
So, coming out of the... Did I not put it on the right layer? I did not. Sorry, hold on. No, I did. Objects and tokens. Okay, I can't seem to select the person I want. Huh, I don't know what just happened. Okay, whatever. Select that guy, but I can't... Can you guys see Drow with, like, green flame?
Yep, this one right here.
Okay, I can't select it for whatever reason, but okay.
Green flame.
Green
That's
flame.
why I put it on the wrong layer. Okay. So, this mage steps out, seeing you guys there and not being very happy. He's seeing what's going on with this bright light, and he does not like that. He's gonna go ahead and cast it on himself, huh? Oh no, he can cast that. So the area that you all are standing in here suddenly becomes dark. As magical darkness comes around you guys, which I believe is... I can't see the spells there. Bother. Sorry, pulling this up on D&D Beyond. It is wonderful. 15-foot radius sphere. Yep.
I don't like it. So how does that work? Is it, in this case, is there light outside of it coming from Dawn?
There is light outside of it coming from Dawn, yes.
That's weird.
Yep. But inside this area that now I can't select for whatever reason. Oh, there it is. There we go. So you guys within it can't see anything. You are completely in darkness. And
No dark vision, no nothing?
no dark vision, no nothing.
Oh.
Magical darkness. You cannot see in it.
Does that create an obstruction to distance attacks?
Yes, you can't see. It is just this bubble of black, essentially.
Good thing that guy's missing an arm.
That is, I believe, is... And you hear him shouting out something in Undercommon.
It sounds like gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle, gurgle to most of you. Baron, you would understand this to be... Sound the alarm, we're being attacked!
We have some friends coming!
Alright, Gragnold, it is your turn. You can't see anything.
Do I have a general sense of where this guy is in front of me?
You know he's in front of you. He was in front of you before, so...
Do I know how far I can safely extend my weapon before I hit Dabney?
Maybe?
You said this guy's about to die.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna kind of like wave the sword right here.
Go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Try to finish him off. Just kind of swirl the blade around.
This one is called the Gragnold Grinder.
Because my first roll was a 1.
No, that's not great.
Let's see if my second roll is also a 1. It's not, but I'll take the 1. So do we draw from the deck of...
Yes, you do. The deck of blunders.
Oh Lord,
no.
Oh Lord.
I get more attacks. Let's just hope this card doesn't...
Completely incapacitate you.
Oh, Corellian.
Kill someone.
Wait, I'm Italian. Pray to Corleone.
Corleone.
Corleone!
Yeah, that was
Well, we could play Corellian. I got a bad feeling about this.
Good brand, though.
All right.
Good brand, though.
Thank you. My wife's Italian. Your weapon slips from your hands. Oh my god. Your weapon slips from your hand. This is Don. This is my best friend.
No!
Your weapon slips from your hand. Any enemy within 5 feet can make a DC 12 dexterity check to try and snatch your weapon away from
But he's only got one arm. Surely that's disadvantage.
No. Hold on. One arm did.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the right arm.
I am going to roll it with disadvantage. So the first roll was a 13 plus stuff.
your hands.
For the warrior, it's plus 4. So it's a 16.
He gets done.
He gets it on.
For my second attack, and I just just punch.
Sure. Go ahead and make an unarmed strike. Again, this is disadvantage, but You have advantage because of your attack tactics, so it'd just be a regular attack.
Okay, then that would be 13.
13 misses.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use another bonus action to make another.
You should rage.
I rage. I just want to get him with my War Priest powers. So I'm gonna punch him again.
All right, go for it.
That is a 21.
21 will hit. So roll.
Unarmed strike, I do 6 damage.
That's enough. Yeah, 4 points left. So Gregor, like, you go to swing and you feel Dawn just slip from your hands because you were trying to be gentle and not hit Emerald. And you hear it, you perceive that he's caught Dawn, and just feral, just anger grows in you. Not quite a full rage. As you smack into him and just, would he say anything or what would he do?
Well, I think we're trying to be quiet.
All right.
I appreciate your restraint.
I haven't raged yet.
Nope.
I'm conserving. Full double hammer punch down on the guy wherever I can't see him obviously, but hammer punch down on him, and then I'm gonna frantically reach around and try to grab Don wherever Don is.
With ease, you're actually able to grab Don again as he falls to the ground. You're like, restraint, be quiet. All right.
Sick.
All right, so now it comes to the Drider's turns. The one near Zanra is going to do 2 attacks against her. Come on, scroll down the way you're.
That Drider.
So it's going to do a bite and a longsword attack. One will miss. The second, I believe, will hit. So that was the longsword hit. 1d8 plus 3. 9. Yeah. All right. So Zanra takes 9 points of damage as it slices into her. The other one pulls up a horn and blares.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that seems bad.
And it is going to 30. Start making its way towards Baron, and it is actually going to, I'll say it was its action to go ahead and blow the alarm. But it continues to sound the alarm as it moves towards Baron. And Baron, now it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to fire first a regular arrow, then a radiant arrow at him.
Okay.
Shoot him in the shofa.
I'm trying. Oh my lord. Not good. Yeah, I have an 11 and a 12.
Those both miss, unfortunately. Yeah. So you come forward and you did not expect this thing to move up towards you that quickly. And this horn smelling, like, sounding, you're just a little like, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? Firing at it. The priestess at this moment. So stepping out from, oh, that should have been the priestess. Oh well. I'll make it out this one. From this other cabin here, you see another drow draped in like this spider web cape across her back. This regal kind of disdain about her face, looking at you all. Who can she see?
Can she see through the darkness?
Technically, she can't see any of us.
The ability to
see through magical darkness.
Oh,
what kind of witchcraft is that?
Well, witchcraft.
That's evil.
All right. Yep. She's going to go ahead. Yes. Ray of sickness, I believe, Zanra. Just make sure
I'm
this.
not down.
Are you going to get up?
Yeah.
I gotta get up.
Are you going to get up and get down with this?
Oh, which is going to miss. So she steps forward and tries to do an attack towards Zanra, but unfortunately misses and goes wide.
Oh, thank God.
Drider.
Right. Says Dabney, it is your go. You are in darkness. You can't see anything.
Do you know that the person ahead of you is dead?
I do not, but I need to step out of the darkness.
I killed him. He's dead now.
I try and take a step backwards.
Okay. You take a step backwards, and you do step out of the bubble of darkness.
Hey, that's cool. I look around. What do I get? What do I ascertain?
You see two drow fairly close to you. One female with the spider-looking vestments on her, and another.
Which one looks fragile?
They both kind of look hardy-ish.
Which one looks like a spellcaster?
They both look like spellcasters.
Well, crap. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. Heads, I go for the spider whip, spider cape. Tails, I go for green flames.
Green flame.
Spider cape it is.
All right.
Actually, yeah. No, this is gonna get real friggin' interesting real quick. All right, so here comes the Takeshi blade.
All right.
And we are going to use its ability to blind people.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yeah. I've never done this before. Can see within. Okay. So I use the Takeshi. I actually tell Zanra, get down or cover your eyes.
Okay.
And I use my bonus action to flash it. All creatures who can see me within 30 feet have to take a DC 15 Constitution save or become blinded for 1 minute.
Whoa!
Within 50. Wait, 50 or 15? Sorry.
3-0.
Oh, 30. Okay. And actually, I
No, I thought about that.
Yeah,
Zanra's at. Oh no, she is within that. Okay. So it's a DC. You said 13.
15. 1-5.
15. Okay. Con save. So for the priestess in front of you, she just got a 16.
Dang it.
And the mage, nat 1 fails.
Nice.
And the rider, oh god, with a 7 also fails.
You're welcome.
All right, so the Drider is blinded now. Guys, I'm looking at the time because
In combat?
we are mid-combat, but
You want me to finish my turn?
yeah, I'll let you finish your turn. Well, yeah, let's finish your turn.
Attack number 1 with the Takeshi blade. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. 4. Ooh. 10 base damage.
Oh,
3
and I was just reminded of something too. Yeah, second roll was a 19 for the priestess, so still saved.
Okay. So so it was 10 damage total plus
Okay.
3 radiant. Sorry. So 13.
So 13. Okay.
Then the second attack was a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay, that's spectacular. And that is 6 damage base plus 4 radiant.
Okay, so 10.
Awesome.
All right, so coming in, it's
Like that turn.
slicing into this. It seemed taken aback and shocked by this as we would move towards Zanra's turn. But because it is midnight and I have a summer camp to run tomorrow, we will pick up.
Oh,
You and that, we were also running a summer camp tomorrow.
But guys, this was awesome. Let's bump back over to chat.
Oh,
So good.
Feels good to be back. All right, if we can pull a winner for the deck of all the things.
Woo!
Oh god, I hope it's me.
You failed.
I'm not in the chat. I'm not in the chat.
This deck could be yours, and I will try to mail it this week because I'm terrible at getting things in the mail. I'm sorry, guys.
Go win it. Go win it.
I'm
I
so
bet it's that person with the thing.
Oh yeah, I bet they're gonna win.
I'll bet it's that super cool person.
I bet it is that super cool
super
person.
amazing people
Really good luck.
who are in the chat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
Sarah won it!
Nice. So congratulations, you won the deck of all the things.
Woo!
Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
Oh, okay. Monster Manual in the last one. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get that in the mail to you guys. So thank you everybody so much. I unfortunately will not be at PAX West, but most of the rest of the cast will be.
Oh,
I am on the East Coast with you, Megan.
Yes.
hold on. There was two. There's the second winner.
Oh,
yeah, because Sarah said she's already won a deck.
Oh.
yeah.
So then it goes to Scottman.
Congratulations.
Scottman, you won it!
Scatman, I always kind of want to use
Alright.
Scatman.
You can be both.
Nice.
Ba-ba-da-boop.
Skyman, resend me your address since you didn't get the other deck. We'll fix things. Because I sent
Yeah, congrats, Scottman!
Yeah, that's awesome. This is an awesome deck to win too. Like seriously, this is game breaking and fun, but there's a lot of fun cards in here too, so it'll be amazing. But if any of you guys are going to be at PAX West, stop by and see one of the many, many panels that are being done by our Seattle crew and by Dr. Rachel.
There are many, many panels. You can also, Adam and I will be at the Game to Grow booth, attached to the Table Titans booth. We have a penny pin this year that you can pick up, and you can also get a cool life counter. You can also get them at the Level Up Dice.
I want one so bad.
They're very cool.
I have my Game to Grow pin right here on my magical
there you go.
bag.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I will also be giving free high fives at our table.
Awesome.
PAX West High Five.
That's true.
The PAX West high fives.
And to take this, we'll actually have some fun announcements, I believe, in the next week about some
Yes.
stuff.
Like Seven Spoon, will you be at West?
I believe she will.
I think so.
It'd be super cool to see you at West.
With hand sanitizer. I
sanitizer.
think
Yeah, I
that
guess Super
isn't
Sick
Sonova
with
going to be there too?
So if you
think
high
some
five
of
me at
us-
West, encourage me to
Yeah.
do so.
And Wandering Shrink. There's a few people that are going to be there.
Just a
Yep.
few.
Yeah.
Yes. Life's
And
That's
I am
awesome.
only on 2 panels at this show.
Woohoo! You're actually going to get to enjoy a PAX.
5.
No, I'm not.
I think we have. I think Game of Girls has 5 panels. I'm not positive that's true.
That's awesome.
Be occupying my time in other ways.
Yeah, that's true. You have like
Stuff.
I get to do other stuff.
You get to do some other
Like
stuff.
me.
other stuff. I'll be at a wedding that weekend, which is going to be so much fun. So,
Well, that sounds pretty awesome.
I like weddings
Now-
a lot. Actually, it's a thing I love.
Yeah.
well, it's for my dungeon master is getting married, and so we're
Oh,
going to
that's pretty awesome.
get to go and.
My dungeon master's already married.
To him.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we are going to sign off for tonight. Keep an eye on my Twitter for our next one. It'll probably be early September because with PAX West coming up, everybody's schedules are
Mid-September.
rammed. So, leaving you guys all on a cliffhanger. I'm really excited about the next part too. But
Spoiler alert: there will be beheadings.
yes,
Can I leave the stream with my favorite line of the night?
yes.
Dabney would fuck it up.
That was brilliant.
It was just so good. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
That was awesome. Thank you guys. Bye. That was